dairy products to their customers. That's Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's. Connected Electric South is your electrical headquarters for residential, commercial, and agriculture. Call for a free quote today at 546-5062. Call Connected Electric South for all your electrical needs. 546-5062.
MRK Insurance knows that teamwork is dream work. At MRK Insurance, you get a great partner for all of your insurance needs. Visit them today on Central Avenue in Lamar's for a no-obligation quote for all of your insurance needs. That's MRK Insurance in Lamar's.
Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC in Lamar's supports our local student athletes, trusted for generations with reliable legal guidance. So when you are in need of legal services, consult with one of the attorneys at Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC, located at 38 First Avenue Northwest, Lamar's, Iowa.
Certified public accountants Cruz & Cruz extend their support to all the athletes and remind everyone, in the spirit of sports, participation is more important than winning. Cruz & Cruz Accounting, proud to be a sponsor of KLEM Sports.
Gehlen Catholic School, excellence in education, leadership through Christ. For information, check their website at GehlenCatholic.org.
Hey sports fans, this is Perry from the Ace Hardware downtown Lamar's. Maintain your home and yard with advice and products from Ace. We'll help you get it done more efficiently so you have time to go to the next game. Ace Hardware, Lamar's.
Score big with the Sitzman Real Estate Team. Hometown realtors Shane, Peggy, Lance, and Patty are cheering the Lamar's Bulldogs and Galen Jays on to a victory. Buying or selling, call the Sitzman Real Estate Team today at 546-7881.
It's now time for high school football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
McCarty in the pistol. He takes the snap. Bootlegs right. He's looking to throw. Now he turns it up the field and runs to the 10, to the 5, middle of the field. Cuts back left side. He's in. Touchdown, Gehlen Catholic.
High school football.
Pump fake. Lobs it up right seam for Crankis. Back there. And Brant Klein comes down with the 30-yard line. Brant Klein picks off his second pass.
With all the action, here's KLEM Sports Director Daniel Versteeg.
Live from Peterson Field in Hartley, Week 4 of the high school football season is a half hour away from kicking off in Class A District 1 as a couple of 1 and 2 teams get set to square off in an annual rivalry. It's Gehlen Catholic in town to take on the Hawks of Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. Well, good evening, everyone. Daniel Versteeg with you, and welcome into our Friday Night Football pregame show right here on 1410 AM and 96.9 FM KLEM with an online audio stream at KLEM1410.com. You can also watch this game on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. These two teams are just about in exactly similar boats at this point in the season. The Jays are 1 and 2 overall. They are 1 and 1 in district play after getting their first win of the year last week on homecoming in shutout fashion over the Rebels of Sioux Central by a margin of 21-0. Jumped out on them early, scored 14 points in the first quarter, and really only one of those touchdowns was critically necessary in Gehlen Catholic picking up the victory. Meanwhile, Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn also is 1 and 2, but they've gotten their non-district slate out of the way, so they are actually 1 and 0 in district play, one of 3 current unbeatens in this district, in district play anyway. The Hawks coming off a loss last week on the road against the Sheldon Orbs, a very tough loss for them in which they allowed Sheldon to kind of run at will against their defense, and they'll look to be shutting that down this week against a Gehlen rushing attack that was pretty strong as well last week. The Hawks' only win has come on the road a couple of weeks ago in district play. To start district play, they defeated South O'Brien with a late field goal with an 18-17 margin of victory over the Wolverines. So again, they sit at 1-0 in Class A District 1 and are looking to continue that momentum. If we take a look at where things sit in Class A District 1 currently, the top 3 teams look like this. West Sioux is 2-0 in the district. MMCRU and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, both teams with just one district contest, and they are 1-0 in those district games. Right now, Gehlen Catholic and Sibley Ocheyedan are currently locked up for that final playoff spot, but it would go to the Generals with their victory over Gehlen Catholic. Those two are 1-0 in district play, and currently bringing up the rear in the standings are Sioux Central and South O'Brien. They are both at 0-2 in district play. Well, coming up here on our pregame show, we're going to hear from Jeremy Schindler. He's the head coach of Gehlen Catholic football. We'll get you his thoughts on the victory on homecoming against Sioux Central and what he sees in the matchup against Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. Telling you what I see, though, right away. Boy, it's going to be critical for Gehlen Catholic to be able to run the football effectively like they did last week. The big issues the first 2 weeks of the season was, boy, they really had a tough time running the ball, both against Sibley Ocheyedan and Hinton. And understandably so, those two teams are very, very strong and going to make some noise here, whether it's Hinton in Class 1A or Sibley Ocheyedan here in Class A District 1. But especially what Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn did not do last week was shut down the run. The numbers are not great for the Hawks from a defensive standpoint. They allowed over 300 yards rushing to Sheldon, and two different Orbs had at least 120 yards rushing to their stat line. So it wasn't just one guy. They didn't see a hot hand or a hot foot for that matter in that case. They saw a couple of different running backs. It was an entire system in which the Orbs were able to run over the Hawks by a margin of 34-14. So if Gehlen Catholic's going to be successful, they're going to have to run the football again. And thankfully, they were able to get kind of a two-headed rushing attack last week against Sioux Central to pick up the victory. Wyatt Kunz ran for 111 yards on 22 carries. He was incredibly efficient. Easton Spangler ran the ball for 86 yards and scored a touchdown last week. The bonus as well was the fact that while the Jays did not throw the football very much, only 8 total passing attempts for quarterback Jack Roberts. Out of the 4 he did complete, he was able to complete them for 94 yards, so they were incredibly effective, almost 25 yards of completion. And when you're doing stuff like that, you're going to be sitting pretty good, especially against the Sioux Central team. And then defensively, gosh, you got to love what the Jays did defensively. Sioux Central couldn't get settled into the passing game. They completed under 40% of their passes for about 80 yards. And then the Jays, I think Sioux Central ran it about 35 times and only was able to pick up 100 yards rushing. So they could not get much of anything going from a running standpoint against the Gehlen defense. And we'll see if that carries into this week. And it's going to have to with how the Jays performed the first 2 weeks defensively, allowing 32 and 49 points respectively. That's just not going to win you many football games, especially in a district as competitive as this one. We'll see if Gehlen Catholic can get their running game going early, see if they can shut down what Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn likes to do offensively. If we take a look at some of those numbers for you, of the total offensive output that the Hawks have recorded this year, boy, they are very leaning toward the passing attack. 109 yards per game of their 186 have come through the air, and that is off of the arm of a freshman quarterback in Alex Vogt, who has completed 50% of his passes, but he is going through some growing pains. He has thrown 8 interceptions in his first 3 games, and that could be chalked up to any number of different factors. But Coach Jeremy Schindler is assuming that, hey, if we get some pressure on him, we might be able to force some turnovers and let his inexperience, let his age show, and maybe play into Gehlen's favor in that regard. So the Hawks got to be ready for whatever pressure Gehlen's going to bring. You know they're going to bring the house. You know they're going to want to get to the quarterback, hit him a few times, hurry his throws, and we'll see if Gehlen Catholic can get that done. Coach Schindler loved what he saw from the defensive line last week. You'll hear it in our pregame chat. He says they took another step up, and that's big. You got to kind of get those guys into game shape. Took them a couple weeks. You lost a couple of games, but certainly looking to get back on the right track with another contest here tonight against Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. This matchup has been good, whether it was during the Cooper Ebel days of a couple of years ago or last year. Last year was pretty competitive as well. 2 years ago was really competitive. That was a 16-8 contest. The Jays won in a pretty hard driving rain here last year. So we're looking forward to seeing it. And, well, wouldn't you know it, rain might be on the schedule for us here tonight as well. Some thick gray clouds are just kind of hanging around Hartley, Iowa here tonight. There are some clearer, bluer skies, I guess, out to the north and west. Not so much clear. They are still cloudy, but hopefully maybe getting some whiter clouds, bluer skies might suggest that we won't have too much of a rainy day for us. But if it does, Coach Schindler loves playing in the rain. He loves when his team can get a little wet and enjoy some physical, hard-nosed high school football. That's what Gehlen Catholic wants to play, and we'll see if they can get the job done. The schedule of contests in Class A District 1 this week looks like this. In Sibley, not too far from us, just about a 20-minute drive to the north and west, maybe about 30 minutes. It's South O'Brien at Sibley O'Cheaton. Generals are going to look to see if they can improve to 2-1 in the district. MMCRU is in action in Sioux Rapids at Sioux Central. And the Rebels, this is a big, tough stretch for them in their schedule. This will be another tough matchup for them against a very good Royal squad. And then West Sioux concludes their non-district matchup with the Big Sioux River, the Little Sioux River rivalry. They are taking on Akron Westfield in Akron. It is Gehlen Catholic and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, the matchup you're tuned into tonight here on KLEM Radio or on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we're joined by the head coach of Gehlen Catholic football. It's Coach Jeremy Schindler. Get his thoughts on the matchup, and we'll see what he likes as we get closer to kickoff here in Hartley at Peterson Field. You're listening to Gehlen Catholic football right here on KLEM Radio.
For all of your commercial or residential concrete or construction needs, JMax Construction is ready for you. At JMax Construction, you can be sure that your project will be handled with great customer service as well as the best of class construction and concrete work. Call JMax Construction and Concrete today at 540-0574.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Siouxland Glass is so glad you're supporting local athletes and listening to this great matchup. Siouxland Glass wants me to tell you that if you have a chip or crack in your windshield or need the whole thing replaced, you can call them at 540-9080. Siouxland Glass.
Floyd Valley Healthcare wants you to play at the peak of your skills. Don't forget to stretch your muscles, hydrate, and schedule your wellness checks to reach your full potential. Best of luck from Floyd Valley Healthcare in Lamar.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Make sure your life runs smoothly with an upgraded internet package from Premier Communications, connecting you with the internet speed and television access package that best fits your wants and needs. Premier Communications is happy to support our area coaches, athletes, and the parents who support them. Have a great season.
This is Drake Hodson, and you are listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to our Friday Night Football pregame show right here on KLEM Radio. Daniel Versteg with you, and it is now time to chat with the head coach of Gehlen Catholic football. It's Coach Jeremy Schindler, as his team is coming off a nice homecoming win last week over Sioux Central, their first win of the year. It came in shutout form. All kinds of great things to talk about with that game. Let's briefly touch into it, Coach. First of all, just how have practices gone bouncing off of that? You know, like you talked about on Saturday, you want to carry that momentum into the rest of the season.
Yeah, I thought we had a good film session on Saturday. We learned about, some of the things that we did really well, some of the things that we can continue to improve on. And then that led into a really good week of practice here. I feel like we had a really physical Tuesday practice. It was a hot day out. The guys came out. They worked really hard, especially at the beginning of practice, and we kind of pushed them a little bit in terms of the physicality. And then we started to towards the end of practice, work a little bit more on the mental side of things. And so that was a really good day. Wednesday was a nice, crisp day on defense and offense, kind of getting in our final touches to, hey, this is our game plan for the week. This is what we want to do. This is how we want you to execute it. And then just finish up on Thursday with a good, crisp one. And, now ready to go out and see what we can do on Friday night.
I can't wait to see what the matchup has in store with Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. Now, you talk about the crispness, and you talk about all the things that were going right in practice. I know we've talked a couple of times this season about how you've liked a practice going into a game, but yet obviously the first 2 weeks of the season still turned into losses. Is there a little thing that seems maybe like there's a little extra pep in the step of the guys after getting a win and getting that result that has shown itself at least maybe in film session or in practices and things you've done this week?
Yeah, I mean, it's always easier after a win to come out to practice and be ready to work because the things you worked on all week, you realized, oh, they did lead to us getting a victory. And so that's definitely, this week has definitely been easier in terms of, and just better in terms of the energy, the effort, all of that stuff. Winning cures a lot of ills. But, I've been happy with almost every single week of practice that we've had. I think we have a group that comes in and works pretty hard. And, I think one of the big things for us last week is we're finally starting to get in shape in terms of especially our line play. Those guys have to play a lot of snaps. We just don't have a ton of depth on the offensive line and defensive lines. We did get a guy back, and we've got some younger guys who we think are getting, they're doing some good things at the JV level, and so they've been taking some reps from the varsity guys at practice. So, you might see those guys mix into things on Friday night, and hopefully they're able to give us a little bit of a break. But, through the first 3 games, our starting 5 offensive linemen, they played almost every snap on offense and almost every snap on defense. And they're big, strong kids, but that's tough to do, to give 100% effort on every play. So hopefully we can build a little bit more depth as the season goes on, and everybody gets in a little bit better shape, and we're able to sustain drives and stop teams more easily.
I hope so, too. I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes for you tonight. It's Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. Coach, as we look first, they've only played 1 district game. But, gosh, you look at the non-district contests they've played. Yes, they've lost those 2 games, but the one was to a much-improved Okoboji team, a top 10 team in 2A. And then they went out and played another 2A team in Sheldon. What does that say about, what they, see of themselves, the fact that they want to be challenged and they want to be playing some of these good higher-class teams?
Yeah, they've been competitive in these games, too. Even the Okoboji one, it got away from them a little bit. And Okoboji's a really talented team. They got some really nice skill players, and they got some decent size on their offensive and defensive lines. But I thought their skill players really stood out. But, Hartley plays with them for a little bit. And same thing with Sheldon. They actually scored first against Sheldon. Right. And Sheldon's a little bit more of a ball control style offense, and so it took them a little bit to get going. But once they got going, they did. But Hartley moves the ball on these teams. And then their game with South O'Brien, that was just a back-and-forth game. Big play here, big play there. Whether it was a touchdown or a turnover or something big was usually happening in that game. And so that was a really fun game to actually watch on film. And you kind of learn a little bit about both the teams, but specifically this week for what Hartley's all about.
Yeah, they ended up kicking a field goal late in that game to end up winning it. That was a really nice win for them. Let's talk about the matchup here. Okay, so offensively, I look at their numbers. It looks like they want to throw the football a little bit better. If there's something that stood out from you guys in the first 3 games of the season, it's been the fact that you guys have been able to slow down passing attacks pretty well, maybe minus a few plays against Sibley Cheaton. What are some of the things that they like to do throwing the football that you've had to prepare your defense for?
Yeah, I think everything with their passing offense revolves around their 4 verts concept. They will run 4 verts out of trips. They'll run it out of 2x2, and they're really just trying to get you to not take one of those guys vertical. And if you're a 1 high safety team, and you're playing some type of a cover 1 or a cover 3, that forces one of your linebackers to have to run underneath one of those vertical routes. And if your linebacker doesn't, they hit a couple big plays where teams are playing 1 high safety and they were able to hit that slot receiver for a big gain, and a couple of them were for touchdowns. So we definitely have to be prepared for the 4 verts. I would say the one thing we need to do better in the secondary is to go get the football. Worked on it a ton the past couple weeks, and when that ball's in the air, we have to go get it. Don't worry about the receiver. When the ball goes up, you are the receiver, and just go get the football. Go attack it in the air. Don't let it come to you. So that's some of the progress I want to see this week.
As I look at who's been making plays for them offensively, I assume you and Coach Ellenzone have the same set of eyes that I do. Have you guys been just pounding the pulpit this week saying we need to know where number 5 is at all times?
Yeah, big, tall, lanky kid. And you got to understand where he's at offensively and defensively, because he makes some really good plays on defense too, but specifically offense. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. He'll line up in a wing, in a tight end, in a slot, and he's kind of one of those guys who likes to work the middle of the field in their 4 verts concept. And again, that's when if you're playing one high safety, you have to make sure you are physical with that slot receiver and don't let him get a free release, or if it's a tight end, hit him. Don't let him get that free release. So those are all things that we've been working on and making sure that we're schooled up and ready to go for Friday night.
And working in tandem, too, secondary, defensive line, linebackers, the box, that kind of thing. I assume, too, you guys need to be able to make some pressure happen on their quarterback, who, as we talked about beforehand, before we started this, he's a freshman, underclassman. I'm sure the key, too, will be making sure he's uncomfortable in the pocket.
Yeah, our guys love to rush the passer, and the first thing we got to do is stop the run, because if a team can run it, they're going to run it till you stop it. But if we're able to stop the run, then definitely we need to be able to get pressure, whether that's with our front 4 or maybe adding a blitz here and there. And I think we have some talented pass rushers, whether it's off the edge, guys like Easton Spangler, Alex Munoz, Mason Small, and then up the middle, Drake Hodgson is a handful, Dane Lehman's a handful. So we really want to get after the quarterback and make him uncomfortable. And when you do that, your secondary doesn't have to cover for as long, and sometimes the ball just gets thrown up to you, and you got to be ready. Again, once that ball goes up, you're the receiver, go get it. So those guys working in tandem with one another, making sure we're getting good pressure on passing downs, and then obviously making plays on the ball in the secondary.
Jeremy Schindler's the head coach of Gehlen Catholic football on our Friday Night Football pregame show as the Jays get set to take on Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn on the road this week. Flipping sides of the field defensively, I noticed the numbers from last week. You mentioned it was a little slow for Sheldon to get their run game going, maybe in the first few drives. But boy, Coach, once they got it going, they got it going. They nearly had 400 yards rushing. What are some things you've seen that maybe you can exploit in terms of your guys' ability to be able to run the football?
It's going to depend on the alignment that they choose to line up with. Sheldon kind of runs a flex bone type attack from the shotgun. So Sheldon was able to get to the edge quite easily on them, and that's where a lot of their big plays came, was either in misdirection or getting outside of the defense. And so those are some things we worked on. Last week playing Sioux Central, they really didn't let us have the outside. They had a 5 front with 2 walked-up linebackers kind of sitting on the edge so that we couldn't really get outside. So we chose to run more of our off-tackle and up-the-middle stuff. This week, if HMS chooses to do that, then obviously it's something that we did last week. We can go off-tackle, we can go up the middle, we can use our counters and our powers and things like that. We think, though, if they line up how they've been lining up most of the year, we think we can attack the edge on them, and that'll be something we look to do early.
In hopes to attack the edge, how does that extend past the running game and to making sure maybe you can attack the edges when it comes to maybe short hitting routes to the outside, screens, things like that to kind of make you guys look a little more multiple, like you were able to show at times last week against Sioux Central?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something, you brought up the screen game. That's something we spent a little time with on this week, and I don't know if we'll need it. It kind of really depends. Again, we're going to take what the defense gives us, and in coverage, they've really shown two different coverages. When you're in the field, they seem to play a lot of cover 3, and so we want to attack the flats there. Short, quick routes to the flat, get the ball out to our playmakers and let them go get 5 yards, maybe break a tackle and take it to the house. When you get closer to the goal line, they start to tighten up on you, and they play a lot of cover 0 with no safety. They man you up on the outside. So that's going to be a challenge for us to make sure that we're either executing really well in the run game and are able to, knock them off the ball and continue to grind out yards, or we got to make a play one-on-one in the passing game. So And then add in the screens. We spent some time working on the screen game this week because they are a team that does like to bring pressure with their linebackers. So, again, that's something. If they're bringing pressure, one of the ways you can counter that is by throwing a screen pass. And so something we've worked on this week.
Well, Coach, last thing for you, obviously building off a win from last week, you guys are looking to try and get to 500 overall, get to 2-1, and maybe in a better spot in the district. If you guys are to accomplish that, what might be the reason if you could foresee here to the end of the game?
I think it's the same thing each and every week for us in terms of what's going to make us successful, and that's being the more physical football team. That's where our bread and butter is up the middle on the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, being more physical than the other team, and then that translates to the running backs, the receivers. Finishing off runs when you have the ball in your hand, finishing blocks out on the edge, and then same thing in the secondary, or whether it's linebackers or DBs, finishing plays with a tackle. So being the more physical football team is going to be key for us.
Well, I hope you are. Hoping for good things for you guys as you take on Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn tonight. Coach, we always appreciate your time. Best of luck, and we'll chat with you soon.
Sounds good. Thanks, Daniel.
Absolutely. He is Jeremy Schindler, the head coach of Gehlen Catholic Football. We'll take a break and come back to Hartley to kick this one off. You're listening to Gehlen Catholic Football here on KLEM.
Klein Insulation can provide you with a complete insulation system for your attic, crawl spaces, and foundation walls. Call Kyle with Klein Insulation at 540-5691. That's 540-5691.
Touchdown for great times at the Lamar's Eagles Club. Join us Tuesday nights for bingo, and don't miss our delicious Wednesday night burger night. Proud sponsors of local athletics, where the fun never stops. Visit the Eagles Club this week.
Willow Lodge Pet Resort wants to wish all of our area athletes best of luck in tonight's game. Whether leaving town for vacation or just need a place for your pet during the workday, see Willow Lodge Pet Resort today on Prospect Street in Lamar's.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
Young and old alike enjoy the competition of high school sports. Some participate, some watch, and some remember how it was. It's only a game, but it offers great life lessons and memories that last a lifetime. A few thoughts from Dan and Lori Rexwinkle of Rexwinkle Funeral Homes in Lamar's and Akron.
Supporting our students in their endeavors at school is important to Prime Bank. Making sure that our students have the best chance for success is why we work hard to provide our backing. Prime Bank wishes all of our teams and groups good luck.
Hi, Jessica G. Well, hello, Libby Lexus. I'm so excited to get the spa treatment at Easy Clean Car Wash. My owner knows how much I love the soft water. Oh, and the quick massage just makes my bumpers tingle. And the blow dry is to die for. It always makes your sleek and shiny. My owner bought me a year pass so I can have the spa treatment anytime I want.
Hey, ladies. Ooh, nice tires.
Oh, Mickey Mustang, you're such a player.
Easy Clean Car Wash. Give your car the spa treatment today. 12th Street east of Hy-Vee, Lamar's.
Hummers Lawn Care Service will provide you with the services needed for the best-looking lawn in your neighborhood. So whether it's thatching, fertilizing, or simply maintaining your freshly cut grass, call Hummers Lawn Care at 546-4087.
This is Quentin Johnson, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
Let me welcome you back to Peterson Field here in Hartley. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM Lamar's. Online audio can be found at KLEM1410.com. You can also catch a video stream, and that is found on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. It is Gehlen Catholic and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn set to square off in Class A District 1 competition. Both these teams are 1-2 overall. Each of their wins have come in district play as the coin toss is taking place at midfield. Gehlen Catholic has won the toss. They have elected to defer their choice to the second half, and we'll see Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn start with the football first. So Gehlen Catholic wants the ball in the second half. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn gets it in the first half. So we'll see what the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn offense has in store for us tonight. This Hawk team has competed with some very tough opponents. I mentioned it with Coach Schindler in the pregame. Their 2 losses they have, boy, as the season's gone along, they look better and better. Sheldon, that might take a little while for that to kind of flesh out. But, man, Okoboji, that loss to open the season, yes, it was 49-0, but as you said, Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn was pretty competitive in that matchup, and Okoboji's now the number 6 team in Class 2A. So if you're a Hawk fan, you really don't have a whole lot to be disappointed about when it comes to how your team has competed here to start the season. But we're ready to get this one underway on a bit of a chilly night here in Hartley. A little cooler than we're used to anyway. It is 66 degrees currently. Cloudy skies, kind of the threat of rain all throughout the night, and we'll see if that ends up potentially impacting the contest if we do get to that point here this evening. So again, Gehlen Catholic won the toss. They elected to defer their choice to the second half, and we'll see the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn offense out onto the field first. Once again, you're listening to KLEM Lamar's and high school football action. Online audio can be found at KLEM1410.com with a video stream on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. It's Alex Munoz back deep to kick this one for Gehlen Catholic. And going back deep to return, looks like it's Jackson Vogt and Nathan Stofferin, the 2 return men for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. We'll get this one underway here in just a moment. Gehlen Catholic's got the white jerseys on with the green numbers and letters trimmed in the Gehlen gold with gold pants and a white stripe down the side and the gold helmets. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn maroon jersey, maroon pants, yellow numbers and letters and trimmed in yellow with the maroon helmet and the yellow HMS on the side. Here we go. Munoz sends this right-footed line drive end-over-end kick away. We're underway, and Vogt runs it out from his own 10 to the right seam to the 25, right numbers to the 30. He gets a block on that outside 35, cuts it back inside the numbers, short of the 40-yard line, and he's brought down at about the 39-yard line. Not a bad return there for Jackson Vogt, and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn will have the game's first possession. 11:52 to go here in the first quarter. The ball would be spotted at the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 39-yard line. So good field position. Already getting off to a good start for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn off of the opening kickoff. And Alex Vogt, that freshman quarterback, leads the Hawks out onto the field. He stands in the pistol with 2 receivers left, 1 right. Takes a snap, turns right, and he gives to his back. That's Hunter Daggett running off the left side. No, excuse me. That is Jackson Vogt on the run across the 45-yard line. He gets to the 46. A gain of 7 on the carry by Vogt. Going to be 2nd down and 3. And the Hawks are going to hustle back to the line. They're hurrying up. The Jays' move did not break the play into the neutral zone, and so they can reset. 2nd down and 3 for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. Ball's at their own 46. Twins set to the left, 1 receiver right, and out of the pistol is Alex Vogt. He turns to his left, gives to Jackson. He bobbled the handoff, and he's dropped for a loss. Alex Munoz, Dane Lehman combined for the loss at the 42-yard line. It is a loss of 4, and that'll set up 3rd down and 7. Well, that is a costly play. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn got a great gain on 1st down, and then it was blown up right away on the next play. And Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn has 3rd down and 7 from their own 42. 3 receivers left. Out of the pistol, Alex Vogt gives to Jackson Vogt. Right side, he's blown up again for a loss. It's Dane Lehman, Drake Hodson there. They lose a yard back from the original line of scrimmage. It's another loss of 4. It'll be 4th and 11. And out comes the HMS punt team. A gain of 7 on the first play of the drive turns into back-to-back losses of 4. And now Daniel Kellert, the sophomore, is back to punt this one away. Wyatt Kuntz, he stands back at his own 25-yard line to return the punt. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn lining up and going 3 and out here. As Kellert, who's averaged 31.5 yards a punt, gets the long snap, sends the lefty end-over-end kick away. Kuntz runs up on it, fields it at the 30, takes it out the left sideline to the 35-40, and he's shoulder tackled past the 40-yard line to the 41-yard line. And Gehlen Catholic will have their first possession of the night. 10:08 to go in the first quarter of the contest. We are scoreless with Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn's first drive of the night, ending in a punt. All 3 plays were running plays to Jackson Vogt. And now Gehlen Catholic will have the football for the first time tonight to their own 41-yard line. A team that ran the ball for over 200 rushing yards last week. They're going to need to have that success on the ground once again tonight. The Jays line up in the I. Dotting the I is the running back Wyatt Kuntz. The fullback is Easton Spangler, receiver either side. And the hand goes to the fullback Spangler. Up the left seam he goes across the 45 to the 47-yard line. It is a pickup of 6. A nice carry right away. It'll be second down and about 4 for Gehlen Catholic. So the Jays want to pound the football. Actually, we'll go about 2nd and 5 and gave him about 5 yards on that carry. 2nd and 5 from the 46-yard line as Gehlen looks to move the ball once again on the ground. 140 yards a game, one of the top marks in the district so far. 2nd down and 5 from the 46. Under center is Jack Roberts, single back of the backfield, and a receiver either side of the formation. The Hawks stack the box. Roberts gives off the right side. Kuntz tries to bounce off a blocker, and he's stopped for no gain. They give him the line of scrimmage, but nothing more. It'll be 3rd down and about 5 yards to go here for Gehlen Catholic, trying to move the football against a Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn defense that is bound and determined after allowing over 300 yards rushing last week against Sheldon to be able to shut down the rushing attack here tonight. 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Gehlen Catholic faces 3rd down and 5 from their own 46-yard line. Under center is Roberts, receiver either side of the formation. A pitch play goes around the left side. Wyatt Kuntz has some blocking up ahead. He's across midfield. He gets hit at the line to gain, breaks out of the tackle, and he's got a first down in Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn territory to the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 yards and more than enough for a Gehlen Catholic first down. And he got wrapped up right at the line to gain of the 49-yard line, and he was able to spin out of that tackle to pick up a first down. First down and 10 for Gehlen Catholic, now in Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn territory at the 42-yard line. Here with 8:35 to go in the first quarter. The Jays trying to score first tonight as Gehlen lines up under center in the I formation. A receiver either side of the formation. Roberts fakes the give to Spangler, gives off the right side, and counter play. Kuntz gets a block downfield from Knipe. He gets up the right seam and is brought down across the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's a 13-yard gain for Wyatt Kuntz, and it is another first down for Gehlen Catholic. They are churning the football now. That first down, tough to get, but boy, the last 2 running plays have been very strong for Gehlen Catholic here tonight. So it's first down and 10 for the Jays at the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 29-yard line in plus territory as Roberts goes under center. Tight end to his left and a receiver either side of the I formation with Kuntz the halfback, Spangler the fullback. The give is to Spangler. Oh, he's pushing a pile across the 25, bull rushing through Hawk defenders to the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 for Easton Spangler. And it'll be second down and about 4 yards, maybe 5 yards to go. And the ball is spotted at the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 24. That's a good gain on first down, and we'll see what the Jays do from there. Second down, about 5 to go from the 24. I formation for Roberts. The tight end to the right side, by the way, is Nathan Kolbeck. Landon Knipe, receiver right. Grant Arns, receiver left. Here is Roberts. Oh, he fumbled the snap. The ball is free, and it looks like Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn's got it. They do. The snap was mishandled. The Hawks come out the other side, and it's Riley Wiersma who pounced on the football. And Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn turns the Jays over near the red zone. Boy, what a costly fumble. And Gehlen Catholic turns the football over. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn has it at their own 22-yard line. So the Jays picked up 2 first downs, had things moving pretty well. And now with 7:12 to go in the first quarter, Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn takes over possession of the football. Out of the pistol is Alex Vogt. He's got 3 receivers lined up to the right and a tight end to the left side of the formation as well. Snap back to Vogt and a 3-step drop. Pressure's there. He airs it out over the right seam. That ball is jumped, deflected, and it's picked off. Landon Knipe picked off the pass at the 50-yard line. And just like that, the Jays have the football back. Landon Knipe's first interception of the season gives Gehlen the ball right at the 50-yard line. Back-to-back turnovers on back-to-back plays, and Gehlen Catholic gets it right back with 7:05 to go in the first quarter. Well, that was exactly what Coach Schindler mentioned in the pregame. He wanted his defenders to go up and get the football. Landon Knipe, who's a wide receiver, boy, he did that well. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Roberts under center. Single back there is Coons. He gives it to Wyatt up the left seam, and he runs in between the guard and tackle to the 46-yard line. A pickup of 4 yards for Wyatt Coons. And it'll be 2nd down and about 6 to go for Gehlen Catholic. So now the other part of Coach Schindler's talk that he wanted to improve on from last week is finishing drives. Yes, the Jays scored twice in that first quarter against Sioux Central, but boy, outside of that, it was really difficult for the Jays to move the football consistently and then finish drives. 2nd down and about 6 to go for Gehlen from the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 46. The Hawks line up 4 on the line. They bring all 4. Play action, bootleg right. Roberts looking to run. He gets a block up ahead from Spangler, and Roberts is dragged down from behind by Isaac Shearholtz at the 42-yard line. That's a pretty favorable spot on the run by Jack Roberts. Yeah, it's a 4-yard gain to set up 3rd down and 2. Yeah, I thought they might put that football at the 43-yard line, but the Jays get the benefit of the doubt. It is 4th down and about 3rd down and 2, I beg your pardon, from the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 42-yard line. Here with 5:50 to go in this first quarter. Gehlen and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn are scoreless. I formation, 3rd and 2. Roberts gives to the fullback Spangler. Bull rushes across the line to gain, and he's got a 1st down to the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 38. It is a pickup of 4 for Easton Spangler and a 1st down for Gehlen Catholic as they look to try and keep the momentum going here in quarter number 1. Again, with 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, Gehlen Catholic and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn scoreless in a district matchup. Both teams looking for their 2nd win in district play. 1st down and 10 for Gehlen Catholic from the HMS 38-yard line. Tight end to the left side, I formation, receiver either side of Roberts under center. He takes a snap, fakes to give to the fullback, counters off the left side with Coons. He runs around a defender and his ankle tackled in the open field by Jackson Vogt, the safety at the 31-yard line. That's a pickup of 7 on the run right up the gut by Wyatt Coons. It is 2nd down and 3. And Wyatt Coons gives Gehlen Catholic better field position and maybe a better chance to get into scoring position here with 4:50 to go in quarter number 1. It's been a fast-moving first quarter. We've had one pass play, and it ended in an interception off of the arm of Alex Vogt, and he was picked off by Landon Knipe. 2nd down and 3 from the 31. I formation once again. Roberts under center. Hands off the left side. Wyatt Coons, he's dragged down from behind. Good pursuit on the backside. Alex Billings, the free rushing defensive end, coming off that far side of the play, the weak side, if you will. He ends up making a nice play, chasing down Wyatt Coons from behind. Going to be 3rd down and about 4 to go here for Gehlen Catholic at the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 32. It's a short 4, maybe a long 3, if you will. And with 4:08 to go in the first quarter, wouldn't be surprised if Coach Schindler used a timeout to think about this play, but the Jays are lining up with 20 on the play clock. Roberts goes under center, tight end right is Spangler, tight end left is Colbeck. Snap to Roberts, play action, bootlegs right. The little slip to Spangler. He makes the catch in the open field. He extends the football across the line to gain, and he gets to the 25 for a Gehlen Catholic 1st down. Now you slip out the tight end, and he makes a great catch. A 1st down for Gehlen Catholic, and it once again comes on 3rd down. A little 7-yard completion. It is a 2nd 3rd down conversion of the drive, 3rd of the night. The Jays are perfect on 3rd down conversion so far at 3 for 3. It is 1st down and 10 for Gehlen Catholic at the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 25. Tight end either side of Jack Roberts under center. Actually, 2 tight ends to the left side of the formation. Mason Small out there. Pitch play goes left. Wyatt Coons along the left seam is brought down after a pickup of 3 to the 22-yard line. And that'll set up 2nd down and 7. So the Jays are pounding. Just pounding on the doorstep of the red zone as they are trying to get in there and see if they can take the first lead. We remain scoreless with 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. Gehlen Catholic, Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn in district play. Both teams looking for their 2nd win of the season. 2nd down and 7 from the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 22. Under center is Roberts, I formation once again, and Roberts takes a snap. Play action to the fullback, hands off the left side. Coons gets a lead block, Landon Knipe, sidesteps around him across the 10. He's dragged forward inside the 10, and he's down at about the 7, maybe the 6-yard line. That's a pickup of 15 yards for Wyatt Coons. It'll be first down and goal for Gehlen Catholic at the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 7-yard line. What a run there. And the Hawks right now are biting on the fake to the fullback Spangler, and that is leaving Wyatt Coons all kinds of running room off the edge. He's taken advantage. First down and goal for Gehlen Catholic here at the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 7-yard line. A receiver either side of the formation as Jack Roberts goes under center. Single back there is Wyatt Coons. Roberts takes the snap. He gives off the left side. Coons runs right up the chute, and he is hit there and dropped for a pickup of 4 at the 3. Luke Daigle, the Jack linebacker, makes the stop. It is a gain of 4, and it'll be second down and goal for Gehlen Catholic at the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 3-yard line. Minute 47 to go in the first quarter. Gehlen trying to take the first lead as we remain scoreless in this district matchup. Second and goal from the 3 as Roberts goes under center. Tight end either side, a receiver either side with a single back in the backfield. And Roberts takes a snap, gives left side. Coons cuts back right, and he's into the end zone for a Gehlen Catholic touchdown. Wyatt Coons started off the left side. He brought it back to the right. He's into the end zone for the second time this year, and Gehlen leads first. 6-0 the score with a minute 28 to go in quarter number 1. A very nicely done drive by Gehlen Catholic as Wyatt Coons now has ran the ball 10 times for 62 yards and a touchdown. It is a 10-play, 50-yard drive. That took about 5.5 minutes off the clock. Snap and spot are good. The right-footed kick by Alex Munoz missed wide right. And the point after try is no good. Your score with a minute 28 to go in the first quarter. It's Gehlen Catholic 6 and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn nothing. We'll step aside. More high school football coming your way in just a moment on KLEM.
For all your construction needs, trust the Wilchin Brothers. They're a Better Business Bureau accredited business and will be there every step of the way to get your project done right. Call 546-4135 for Wilchin Brothers Incorporated. Bob's Bike Shop, your power sports headquarters. Yamaha, Can-Am, and Club Cars, they've got the ride that fits your wild side. Visit them today on Highway 75 North in Lamar's. Proud sponsor of your local sports action.
This is Mason Small, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to Peterson Field here in Hartley. Daniel Versteeg with you on KLEM Lamar's online audio is found on our website. That is KLEM1410.com. Your score with a minute 28 to go in the first quarter. It is Gehlen Catholic 6 and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn nothing. The Jays rattle off a 10-play, 50-yard drive in 5 minutes and 36 seconds and cap it off with a 3-yard touchdown run by Wyatt Coons. Point after try no good by Alex Munoz. And it is 6-0 Gehlen Catholic early in this matchup. We keep giving the ball to number 16. He is running well. 10 carries, 62 yards at a rate of 6 yards a pop. Coons is doing some heavy lifting and just scored that touchdown. Munoz, a line drive, side spinning kick, bounces past the return man, and it just rolls a yard deep into the end zone for a touchback. And Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn will get it out to their own 20-yard line. Boy, there's a lesson to be learned there for kick returners tonight. You cannot assume that the ball is going to skitter into the end zone. The grass is long. It is wet. That ball is going to die tonight. And that nearly cost the Hawks a possession as Gehlen was hustling down there to try and see if they might get a free ball opportunity. But nevertheless, it is Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn football. First and 10 at the 20. Pistol set Alex Vogt. He claps his hands, shoulder high snap, and the give up the middle is stuffed. Nowhere to go. Oh, they ruled him down to forward progress just as the ball popped out of the hand of Jackson Vogt. Mason Small was in there on the hit. So was Drake Hodson. It's a loss of a yard to the 19. It'll be second down and 11. And boy, it is incredible the loss of progress that Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn has made. Their first play from scrimmage went 7 yards. Since then, a loss of 4, an interception, and a loss of 1. Boy, it has been one step forward, 2 steps, maybe 3 steps backward for this Hawk team. Down 6-0, 47 seconds left in the first. Alex Vogt drops back to pass, passes over the middle, and a leaping catch made by Shearholtz. He gets around a block downfield, right seam 40 to the 45, steps out of a tackle at midfield, spins out of another, 45 to the 40, cuts it back to the right seam 30, 25, and he's chased down from behind, and a touchdown saving tackle by Easton Spangler down to the 20-yard line of Gehlen Catholic. Boy, what a completion to Isaac Shearholtz. It goes for 61 yards and a Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn first down. What a play by Shearholtz. A great single-player effort to get downfield. Now the Hawks a chance to score potentially before the quarter ends. 25 seconds left. 1st and 10. Oh, they got the lineman in there. Alex Billings runs up the middle on the direct snap, and there was nowhere for him to go. A loss of a yard back to the 21-yard line. Going to be 2nd down and 11. Boy, Alex Billings, 6'1", 210-pound right guard on that carry for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn as the Wildcat quarterback. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Your score, Gehlen Catholic 6 and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn nothing. After one complete, we'll take a break. And the Hawks are driving. We'll see how they do with that drive when we come back to Hartley. You're listening to Gehlen Football on KLEM.
The Lamar's Knights of Columbus Council 1466 would like to wish our teams the best of luck in the game. The Knights of Columbus is proud to support our schools and many charities throughout the year with our pork chop dinners and fish fries. Check out upcoming events by visiting their Facebook page at Lamar's KFC.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Tail Trends Dog Grooming supports all of our area high school athletes. At Tail Trends Grooming, your pet is sure to get spa-like treatment, bathing, grooming, and nail trimming available. Contact Tail Trends Dog Grooming today at 546-7318.
This is Jeremy Schindler, head coach for the Gehlen Catholic football team. You're listening to Jay's Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
We welcome you back to Hartley and Peterson Field. Daniel Versteg with you as we start quarter number 2. Gehlen Catholic up on Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 6-0. Alex Vogt, freshman quarterback on 2nd and 11. Takes a snap, gives to Jackson Vogt, and that sweep play was dead on arrival. It's a loss of 6 yards to the 27-yard line. Looked like it was either Kane Kearns or Dane Lehman or both of them on the stop. A loss of 6 there for Jackson Vogt. It'll be 3rd down, and we'll say 17 yards to go from the Gehlen Catholic 27. A 61-yard pass play put them all the way down here, but they haven't done much of anything with that field position. Now 3rd and 17. It's an knee-high snap, picked off the grass, and running right is Alex Vogt. He's going to run up the right numbers to the 20, and he goes down into a slide to the 19-yard line. Easton Spangler makes sure he's down for good measure at the 18. It's a gain of 9 on the carry by the quarterback, Alex Vogt. It'll be 4th down and about 8 or 9 yards to go. And Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn is going to bring the field goal team out as Daniel Kellert, the sophomore, will look to salvage 3 points here for HMS. This is no easy kick. He made a 22-yarder. That was the game winner against South O'Brien. And now he's going to line up for, I'm going to say, a 34-yarder. He's a lefty kicker from the right hash, so he's got to push this one a bit. We'll see what he does here. The snap, spot are good. The left-footed kick was tipped at the line. It bounces, and that ball is live. The Jays pick it up. They're going to look to run. Up the right seam it goes. 25-30, 35-40. That's Wyatt Coons. There's no one between him and the goal line. He houses it back, and it is a touchdown for Gehlen Catholic. There's no flags on the play. Wyatt Coons ran the field goal back. 98 yards for a touchdown. Gehlen Catholic 12, Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn nothing on an electric play by Wyatt Coons on the blocked field goal. He scooped it up. HMS gave up, and the Jays pounced on it. Yeah, that is the rule in high school football. Those kicks are live. Field goal kicks are live. In college, it has to be blocked behind the line of scrimmage. But in high school, those field goal kicks are live, whether it was blocked or not. And now the 2-point try upcoming here for Gehlen Catholic. What a heady play by Wyatt Coons. Boy, he had the wherewithal to pick up that football and take it back. Here's Roberts in the eye. He fakes the give to Wyatt, rolls out right, looking to throw to the end zone. Jump ball deflected up and incomplete. 2-point try is no good. And with 10:13 to go in the half, Gehlen Catholic extends their lead 12-0 on a 98-yard missed field goal return for a touchdown by Wyatt Coons. We'll take a break, come back, and more high school football coming your way next on KLEM.
Top-notch automotive owners Jerry and Jason Mura can help with all your auto repair needs, from AC repair to transmission rebuilds, engine replacement, steering, suspension diagnostics, and more. Call 712-546-7430 or stop by Top-Notch Automotive, 1600 18th Street Southwest, Lamars.
State Farm agent Michael Crank is a proud supporter of local athletics. Whether you are looking for auto, home, or health insurance, choose the agent that will be on your side. State Farm agent Michael Crank.
Smithco Manufacturing in Lamars would like to wish our area athletes a safe, successful fall season. For 30 years, Smithco has used great teamwork to produce the #1 selling side dump trailers in the country. To learn how you can join our winning team, go online at sidedump.com.
This is Dan Lemon, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to Hartley and Peterson Field. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM. Lamar's online audio is found on our website at KLEM1410.com. Your score now after a 98-yard missed field goal return by Wyatt Coons for a touchdown. It's 12-0 Gehlen Catholic, 10:13 to go in the first half, and that is why you play till the whistle. It is cliche. A coach can say it until they're blue in the face, but you have to play through the whistle. Wyatt Coons did. Number of Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn Hawks did not, and the Jays have a 2-score lead because of it. Line drive, sideways spinning kick is fielded on the fly at the 8-yard line. A run out Jackson Vogt. He's got a crease, right numbers to the 35, and he's drilled down at the 37-yard line. Not a bad return again. Jackson Vogt has had some pretty good kick returns here tonight when he's been given the opportunity, of course. And Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn gets the ball back. Now, and it has been a struggle for them to move the football offensively. Of course, we talked about it a little bit. Outside of the 61-yard pass play, they have had 0 yards of offense, 0 yards of forward progress for them on the offensive side of the football. So here we go. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn will look to try and change that. It is 1st and 10 for the Hawks of their own 37-yard line. In the pistol, Alex Vogt, the snap. He turns right, and he gives to his running back. There's nowhere to go. It is Drake Hodson who blows him up at the line of scrimmage. That was Daniel Kellard on the run, the kicker, who also is a running back. It is a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down and 11. Well, we are kind of intrigued with who's in the backfield as 2nd down and 11. The Jays jump, and this will be a neutral zone infraction against the Gehlen defense. Yeah, that's going to lose them 5 yards. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn makes progress to the 41-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down, and we'll say 6 to go on that penalty, that neutral zone infraction penalty against Gehlen Catholic. But we were told Hunter Daggett would be the starting running back tonight for HMS, but that does not appear to be the case. He has not touched the ball yet. Jackson Vogt's been back there. Daniel Kellard has been back there. And we've even seen the Wildcat in the form of the right guard in Alex Billings. So it is 2nd down and about 6 to go from their own 41-yard line. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, the beneficiary of a penalty. 2 receivers left. Shotgun set. Dropping back to throw. Alex Vogt. He's pressured. The ball comes out. They're going to say that was a forward pass as Vogt is drilled. And he was able to get that ball off, but it did not get to the line of scrimmage, and he was inside the tackle box. A flag is thrown. That is going to be intentional grounding. Penalty flag is thrown, and an intentional grounding penalty will go against Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. And so, be a loss of down as well. And it is a penalty from the spot in which the foul occurred. So it's going to be third down and maybe 17. Yeah, we'll say 3rd and 17 on the penalty. An intentional grounding penalty. So 3rd down and 17 for HMS. 3 receivers line up to the left, tight end to the right, as Alex Vogt lines up the offense, looking to try and make some progress, down 12-0 early out of the shotgun. Vogt drops back to pass. There's all kinds of pressure in his face. He tries to let it go, throws it up the right sideline, and that pass is thrown incomplete. Jays thought it might be a fumble. No, there's another penalty flag thrown for intentional grounding. Another intentional grounding penalty is called, and I don't think that's the right call. The ball got to the did not get to the line of scrimmage, but he's outside the tackle box, right? I mean, the intentional grounding penalty is thrown, and it will be a 4th down once again. I guess the criteria, again, in high school football is a little different than it is in college. I think it does still have to get to the line of scrimmage, even if you are not in the tackle box. So another penalty will set up 4th down and about, well, a third of the field. We'll say about 4th and 30 here, as Daniel Keller takes the snap on the punt, gets it away just past the rush, and Wyatt Coons runs up and bounces at midfield, bounces over his head to the 40, to his own 35. This is a really good punt by Keller, able to flip the field down to the 32-yard line of Gehlen Catholic. So a number of issues, intentional grounding penalties, pressure, all kinds of stuff hurt Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn on that drive, but Daniel Keller able to at least get some of the field position back in the form of a 51-yard punt. And Gehlen Catholic will have it. 9:03 left to play in the first half. Gehlen ahead 12-0 here in this district football contest. And we'll see the Gehlen Catholic offense on the field. 1st down and 10 from their own 32-yard line. So Gehlen Catholic takes to the line of scrimmage. Roberts lines up under center with a single back in the backfield and a tight end either side of the line, along with a receiver either side. The snap to Roberts, play action, drops to throw, lobs it up the left seam for Grant Arns, and he just overthrew him. He twisted him around to his back shoulder, and Arns could not get to that football. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd down and 10 on the coverage for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, the corner Graham Lux, who is a bit of a matchup issue, I would imagine, for a lot of teams out there in the secondary. 6'4". That allows him to get to a lot of passes and really cover up some good receivers in that regard. 2nd down and 10 now for Gehlen Catholic at their own 32-yard line. As Roberts lines up the J offense under center in the I formation. Tight end to the left side, a receiver either side. The handoff goes off the left side. It's Wyatt Coons winning a foot race off the corner. And coming up to make the play from his free safety position is Jackson Vogt. Well, he had a great week last week with 8 tackles against the Sheldon Orbs. We can see why. He stops Wyatt Coons there for just a pickup of 2. And it will be 3rd down and 8 for Gehlen Catholic at their own 34-yard line. So with 8:32 left to go in quarter number 2, Gehlen Catholic up on Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 12-0, and the Jays try and keep this drive afloat, see if they've got a chance to potentially add to their lead. They've been good on 3rd downs here tonight, to the tune of 3 successful 3rd down conversions on 3 tries. Here's 3rd down and 8. Snap back to Roberts. Pump fakes the screen. Lobs it up the left numbers. Knipe runs into the defender. They both come tumbling to the ground. The pass is overthrown and incomplete. It is an overthrown pass. It is 4th down, and the Jays go 3 and out. They'll line up to punt the football. Well, I wondered if this was going to be the first time we see the screen game. Coach Schindler mentioned that to me in the pregame as well as something they might like to do just to kind of extend their running game just a bit and spread it out sideline to sideline any bit. Be Jackson Vogt back deep to return this punt, and it'll be sent away off of the right foot of Landon Knipe, the senior. 8:02 left to go in the half. Jays up 12-0 and lining up to punt for the first time tonight. It's a good snap. Knipe, a rugby style, right-footed, line drive, side spiraling punt. Rolls at the 50 and gets all the way down to the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 40-yard line. Not a great punt for Knipe. It only totals 26 yards. And Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn will take over. 7:55 left in the half, and the Jays on top by a margin of 12-0. We'll mention this now, and actually we're going to get a timeout first. Timeout Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. We'll take the timeout as well. Jays up 12-0. Back after this on KLEM.
Total Motors, where our people make the difference.
Total Motors of Lamar's, your proud supporter of area athletics. Drive with confidence in a new Chevrolet or GMC. Visit them online at totalmotors.com or stop in today and experience hometown service with big league deals. Sioux City Yamaha, Can-Am, and Kawasaki. Your ride starts here. From Yamaha to Can-Am and Kawasaki, they've got the power, performance, and adrenaline you crave. Visit them today on Highway 75 in Sioux City. Proud sponsor of local sports action.
This is Lane Knipe, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to Peterson Field in Hartley. Daniel Versteg with you. Happy to be joining you on KLEM Lamar's. Online audio at KLEM1410.com. Encourage you to check out our KLEM Radio YouTube channel if you have not done so already. This game is being brought to you on that coverage by great sponsors like Pease Pizza House, Easy Clean Car Wash, Northwest Bank, and Julie Hurd at Century 21 ProLink. It is first down and 10 for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn after forcing the Jays to a 3-and-out from their own 40. Alex Vogt, hands left side. That's Jackson Vogt. He's trying to run back to the line of scrimmage and is barely able to get a yard to the 41-yard line. It'll be second down and 9. Well, that play really did not have the coordination that they needed to be able to make a big gain on that. Kind of mishandled the handoff, and those are just things that you're going to have to deal with a still a freshman quarterback trying to learn things here. Second down at about 9 from their own 41-yard line. Hawks change the play at the line of scrimmage, and they look over to the sideline for the play call. Here's second and 9 from the 41. Snap back, helmet high to Alex Vogt. He throws over the middle. That ball just over the top of the very tall Graham Lux. An incomplete. Diving on the backside to see if he could intercept it was Grant Arns. He could not do that. It'll be incomplete, and third down and 9 for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. Now that is impressive to still overthrow a 6'4" Graham Lux. That's a target that you can rely on more often than not, but he just couldn't quite dial it in. So it's third down and 9 for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn from their own 41. 3 receivers wide to the right, none to the left, and the snap back to Alex Vogt. He's pressured, pump faked, he's sacked. Chase Christoffel got there for the sack. And a big loss for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn back to the 34-yard line. It is a loss of 7 and another punt upcoming here for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. Chase Christoffel, a really nice play for Gehlen Catholic on the sack. That's his first sack of the year. Fourth down, and we'll say 16 yards to go. As Gehlen Catholic will bring back, that looks like it's Marshall Sievers back there to return. We'll get a confirmation just for sure. It doesn't look like it's Wyatt Coons. No, Coons is on the sideline. He's got his helmet off. And here's a snap to Keller, left-footed end-over-end kick. And this is not Sievers. This is going to be Drake Knipe running the punt back from the 23. He starts on the right side, angles all the way back to the left. Now in between the hashes of the 40, breaks a tackle, 45, and Drake Knipe brought down to the 49-yard line. What a great punt return. About a 27-yard return there for Drake Knipe up to the Gehlen 49-yard line. And the Jays will take over here with 6:07 left to play in the first half. Gehlen Catholic up 12-0 in district football action. And the Gehlen Catholic offense was held to a 3-and-out earlier on the last possession. Outside of that, they've had a lot of success moving the football. Of course, they forced a turnover. They were turned over on their first drive of the night. So here we go. First down and 10 for Gehlen at their own 49-yard line. Jack Roberts under center. He's in an I formation with a receiver either side. Takes a snap and he gives to the fullback. Easton Spangler running off the right side of the 40 into Hawk territory. 35 outside the right numbers. 30, 25, 20. Turns the corner and he's tackled inside the red zone near the 15-yard line at the 16. What a big run there. 35 yards for Easton Spangler and a first down for Gehlen Catholic. Well, when you ran it enough times with Wyatt Coons off the edge, they changed up the play just a bit and went to Easton Spangler, and he breaks off a 35-yard scamper for a first down, and the Jays are in the red zone of the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 16. Here with 5:57 left to go in the first half, Gehlen Catholic ahead on HMS by a score of 12-0. Roberts goes under center, single back, a receiver either side, and a tight end. Two tight ends to the left side. Snap to Roberts. Pitch play left. Coons running off the edge. He couldn't get to the corner. Isaac Shearholtz, Luke Daggle, these two tight ends on that outside. Stop Coons for a loss of 3. Back to the 19-yard line. It'll be second down and 13. Now that is just the second negative rush for Wyatt Coons here tonight on 12 carries of the football. Some second down and 13 upcoming, as Gehlen has it at the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 19. Now to the I formation will be Roberts. He's got a tight end right and a receiver either side. Roberts takes a snap, fakes the give to Spangler, gives right side to Coons. That play is blown up. The hit on the play made by Brody Mendering, and Wyatt Coons is brought down to the 24. Another loss for Gehlen Catholic, a 5-yard loss. Going to be third down and about 18 to go for Gehlen Catholic from the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 24. Now the Jays got to pull something out of their hat, and I think Coach Jeremy Schindler wants a timeout here. He talks to that far line judge. He's going to take this play clock all the way down and use these extra 15 seconds to think about what he wants to call here on third down. Play clock is down to 10, and once this play clock wraps up, Jeremy Schindler will call his first timeout of the night. So, with 4:25 left to go before halftime, Gehlen Catholic leads Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 12-0. They've got third down and 18 when we come back here on KLEM.
Get the winning team on your side with experts at Exit Realty Midwest Lamar's. Misty Zeck, Dave Close, Austin Sitzman, Abby Phillips, Jody Adler, Alec Ryken, and Clark Goodchild are ready to help you call the plays when it comes to buying or selling your home. Learn more at ExitRealtyMidwest.com.
Quality Lube of Lamar's is proud of all our Plymouth County athletes. At Quality Lube, they focus on you, the customer, to ensure that they can keep you on the road when you need to be. From diagnostic repair to routine oil changes, Quality Lube can do it all.
When it comes to service, your Lamar's Hy-Vee is #1 for shopping both in-store and online. Save with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks Rewards program at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
This is Nathan Kolbeck, and you are listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
After two big losses of 3 and 5 yards apiece, Gehlen Catholic now faces third down and 18 coming out of their first time out of the first half, with the Jays leading Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 12-0, 4:23 left to go here in the first half. So the Jays will line up on third down and 18 from the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 24-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Jack Roberts. 3 receivers to his left, run to his right. Play clock's down to 3. Roberts drops back to throw. He passes over the right seam. A wide open receiver makes the catch, and Marshall Sievers is into the end zone for a Gehlen Catholic touchdown. Jack Roberts with his 4th touchdown pass of the year. It's Marshall Sievers' first touchdown reception of the year, and Gehlen Catholic leads it 18-0 with 4:17 to go in the first half. Just a beautiful ball. And somehow the coverage man fell down as Sievers was streaking up the sideline, or up the seam, I should say. And a beautiful pass from Roberts. He put it right on the money. And Gehlen leads it by 3 possessions here in Hartley with a score of 18-0. And the Jays will try and chase the points back. They'll go for 2. As Roberts goes under center, single back in the backfield, pitch play left. Wyatt Coons runs through one defender, and he's in for the 2-point try. Gehlen Catholic converts the 2-point conversion, their second successful two-point conversion of the year. And with 4:17 to go in the half, Gehlen leads Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 20-0. Take a break and see how the Hawks respond after this here on KLEM.
Game on, Lamars. Looking for a winning team for your finances? Join Cent Credit Union. As a member-owned cooperative, Cent is all about you, your goals, your community. Let's score big together. Visit centcu.org today, where your success is our play.
Williams & Company, certified public accountants, congratulates all area athletes in support of excellence, good sportsmanship, and the spirit of teamwork. A proud sports sponsor, Williams & Company, CPAs, your full-service business advisor with a local office in Lamars.
This is Kane Kearns, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back to Hartley and Peterson Field. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM Lamar's online audio. Can be found on our website at KLEM1410.com with a video stream as well on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. A 24-yard touchdown pass from Jack Roberts to Marshall Sievers has put Gehlen Catholic up by a margin of 20-0 with 4:17 left to go in the first half. Jays looking for back-to-back district wins, and they are certainly in a good spot to do so. Coming up at the half, we'll run down some of the offensive stats that we could keep track of throughout the ballgame, and we'll get you some scores, both from around this district, around Plymouth County, and around Northwest Iowa. That's all coming up during our halftime coverage here tonight. Gehlen Catholic up 20-0, and will line up to kick this one away. Alexander Munoz sends a high right-footed end-over-end kick. This one run back from the 8. It is muffed initially and now picked up and running it toward the right numbers. And on the return is Nathan Stofferin. There's a penalty flag downfield as Stofferin gets across the 35, or to the 30. He's down at the 32, but that run back is coming back on a penalty marker. Multiple penalties down for the same play. And it's either going to be holding or a block in the back of some kind. We'll get the official call from our referee here in just a moment, as they do confirm with the other officials that they're all on the same page about what this call should be.
Blindside block.
Oh.
Number 57. Half the distance to the goal.
We got a blindside block there that time from Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, so that will back them up half the distance to the goal from the spot of the foul, which was inside the 20. At about the 18, so I think this will go back to the 9. Yeah, we'll say it's at the 9 here. You'll have to excuse us. We do not have hash marks here to accurately describe which yard line, so we are guessing a little bit, but that's okay. First down and 10 here for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn at their own 9-yard line. The back motions out of the backfield. Alex Vogt throws it to him. Screen pass caught by Jackson Vogt. Left numbers to the 10, to the 15, outside the numbers, and he's brought down near the 20. They'll spot him right near the line to gain at the 19. They're actually going to give him the first down, a 10-yard completion to Jackson Vogt from Alex Vogt. And it'll be a first down for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. And a penalty flag is thrown as the play was run quickly. Vogt runs off the right side. He is able to pick up maybe 1 yard to the 20. That's about it. But we'll see with the penalty flag. I assume not everybody was set. And we'll await the penalty call. Yeah, legal procedure is a call. Yeah, I don't think everybody was set. And so the Hawks trying to hurry up end up hurting themselves. And that'll back them up 5 yards to the 14. It'll be first down and 15 here for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn at their own 14-yard line. Now with 3:38 to go before halftime, Gehlen leads Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 20-0. First down and 15 for the Hawks from their own 14-yard line. In the pistol, I should say, is Alex Vogt. Claps his hands once and looks over to the sideline, maybe for a change of the play. Vogt with Jackson Vogt directly behind him in the backfield. The snap to Alex Vogt. He hands to Jackson Vogt and meets a wall of Jays. Just nowhere to go. He drops him for a loss of about 4 to the 10-yard line. It'll be second down and 14 and the loss for Vogt, who has had a really rough time running the football. He's run the ball 7 times for a cumulative rushing total of 11 yards lost. 2:50 to go before halftime. Gehlen leads Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 20-0, and upcoming is second down and 14 for the Hawks from their own 10-yard line. Meanwhile, at Lamar's Community Stadium, the Bulldogs lead number 6 ranked MOC Floyd Valley 7-0 near the halftime break. Keep you up to date on that contest as much as we can. Second down, about 19 to go. Here's a screen pass to Isaac Shearholtz. He runs it in between the hashes, and he tries to truck a defender. Gets brought down at the 20-yard line, back to that original line of scrimmage. It is a pickup of about 10 for Isaac Shearholtz, maybe 9. It'll be third down, and we'll say 10 yards to go from the 19-yard line. So Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn got the penalty back. They got the loss of 4 back, and they'll have third down and 10 from their own 19. Just under the 2-minute mark of the first half, Gehlen up 20-0. A clap of the hands there from Alex Vogt, and he changes the play at the line of scrimmage once again. As the play clock gets down to 10, now he's looking to the sideline saying, hey, hurry up with the signals. We got to get set and snap this play. Here's the drop back. Vogt looks to throw toward the right numbers. Catch made at the 25. Keller gets stood up near the line to gain of the 28. And did he get it? Boy, that is close. He's short. It's a gain of 9. It's 4th down and 1, and they're going to try and hurry it up and snap the football on 4th down and 1. Hawks need to be set. Out of the pistol. Alex Vogt tries a hard count and now changes the play. It is 4th down and a very short yard to go for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn at their own 28 with 1 minute and 8 seconds left in the half. Snap to Vogt. Oh, he mishandles the snap, and he gets dropped. In the backfield, it's a loss, and it's a turnover on downs. Alex Munoz brought him to the ground after the snap was mishandled. That's going to be a loss of 5 to the 23. And a turnover on downs for HMS. And now the tough part about this, too, for the Hawks is, gosh, you give Gehlen a chance to score. 2 timeouts left. 1st and 10 from the HMS 23. 1 minute 2 to go before halftime. Jays up 20-0. The kicker in all of this, too, is the Jays are going to get the second half kickoff. Chance to go 2 for 1 potentially here for Gehlen Catholic. 1st down and 10 for the Jays from the 23 of HMS. Out of the shotgun is Roberts. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Shoulder high snap. Roberts a 3-step drop. Looking to that single receiver left side. Jump ball Marshall Sievers. He couldn't get twisted around. The ball was thrown too far out in front of him and incomplete. Incomplete pass to Marshall Sievers, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Again, coming up at the halftime break, we'll run down scores from around Plymouth County, Northwest Iowa, and this district. Get you caught up on all the action that has taken place in this first half of play. And we'll get you ready for half number 2, all coming up on our halftime coverage here tonight. Well, it is 2nd down and 10 for Gehlen Catholic at the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 23-yard line. 56 seconds left to go in the half. Roberts out of the shotgun. 2 receivers either side. Screen pass right, caught by Wyatt Coons. Outside the right numbers, trying to turn the corner. 20, steps out of an ankle tackle near the line to gain at the 15. And they're going to say he is out of bounds at the 14-yard line. A gain of 9, and Gehlen wants a timeout. One of their 2 timeouts remaining. It is a 9-yard completion to Wyatt Coons. It'll be 3rd down and 1. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more Gehlen football, up 20-0 after this here on KLEM.
Colbeck Incorporated is proud to support local high school athletics. They encourage you to play hard and play smart and always show good sportsmanship. Best of luck from your friends, Brian, Kevin, and Wayne Colbeck.
Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud supporters of this broadcast. Hard work and determination are vital to the success of our area athletics. The Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud to stand behind our athletes and coaches as they work towards success on the field and in the classroom.
This is Jack Roberts, and you are listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
And we're about to be back to Peterson Field in Hartley. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM. Lamar's online audio is found on our website, and that is KLEM1410.com. Well, your score here with 43 seconds left to go before halftime. Gehlen Catholic 20, Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn nothing. The Jays have 1 timeout remaining. They have 3rd down and about a yard to go from the HMS 14-yard line. And so it'll be 3rd down and 1. Here's Jack Roberts in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. He throws a screen left side. Coons makes the catch in the backfield, but he is stopped for a loss at the 17-yard line. That'll set up 4th down and 4. Well, and a bit of a tough decision here for Gehlen Catholic. That's a loss of 3. And now they're going to go quickly on 4th down and 4. Roberts throws to the end zone. That ball through the hands of Marshall Sievers falls incomplete. And so the Jays turn the football over on downs as well, now with 21 seconds left in the half. And Gehlen Catholic will have to play defense now. And Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn uses one of their 2 timeouts remaining. So turnover on downs for the Jays. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn wants to talk about this, using one of those potentially very valuable timeouts that could have stopped the clock, doing so when the clock was already stopped. We'll take a timeout. Be back after this on KLEM.
At American Bank, we believe in offering you what you want in a bank. Free checking, free debit and ATM cards, extended lobby and drive-up hours, competitive loans and deposit rates, online and mobile banking with bill payment and mobile deposit services. American Bank, achieving success together for over 130 years.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Julie Hurt with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's, your local real estate expert dedicated to results. Whether buying or selling a home, call me, Julie Hurt, with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's at 540-7757. That's 540-7757.
This is Drake Hodson, and you are listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
21 seconds left in the half. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn out of the second time out of the half. Down 20-0 to Gehlen Catholic. It's 1st and 10 from their 17. Alex Vogt throws left side, caught by Kellert, and the Jays do a nice job keeping him in bounds. The clock runs as Kellert is dropped down after a pickup of a yard of the 18. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Hawks need to hustle with just 5 seconds left in the half, and it looks like they're not going to get a playoff. So that appears to take us into the halftime break, and it does. 1 half of the books. Gehlen Catholic, well, they are up big by a margin of 20-0, and they are going to get the football to start the second half as well. So stay tuned for that. But we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll give you a recap of the first half of action, get you caught up on all the action you may have missed. We'll get you some scores that might be pertinent to you, might not be, and we'll get you ready as well for the second half competition. Again, your halftime score, Gehlen Catholic 20 and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 0. We'll be back to Hartley after this here on KLEM Radio.
Lamar's Agri Center, your local source for top-performing Kent feed products, bulk grass seed, bulk bird seed, lawn care essentials, dust control solutions, and much more, all accompanied with exceptional service. The Lamar's Agri Center, your source for everything that grows.
Advanced Eye Healthcare, Dr. Becky DeRuyter knows all of our student athletes need to keep their eye on the ball. Make sure with an eye exam at Advanced Eye Healthcare at Walmart Vision Center in Lamar's. Dr. Becky DeRuyter.
Lamar's Physical Therapy wants to wish our student athletes a successful and injury-free season. But if injury occurs, our therapists are here to get you back into the game. No doctor referral needed. Call us at 546-1718. Lamar's Physical Therapy, your hometown therapy provider. Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
At Roosters Harley-Davidson in Sioux City, you can find your perfect ride with bikes, gear, and service you can trust. Find them online at roostersh-d.com or stop by Roosters Harley-Davidson today, where your next ride is waiting. Every day is game day when you feel your best. At Game Day Men's Health in Dakota Dunes, they help you boost energy, build muscle, and reclaim your edge. Get your testosterone checked today and visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com for more.
men's fashions, tuxedo rentals, and dry cleaning services. That's Measures Clothing, downtown Lamar's. Open weekdays 9 till 5:30, Saturdays 9 till 4. See Chad for all your fashion needs. That's Measures in the middle, downtown Lamar's.
Make sure you can see the ball clearly. Schedule your annual eye exam today at Gehlen Family Eye Care, downtown Lamar's. They'll treat you like family, and they have the most stylish eyewear selection in town. Gehlen Family Eye Care.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
Wagner Auto Supply is proud to support our area athletes and their families. As you travel from game to game, take care of your vehicle with new filters, batteries, windshield wipers, and wiper fluid from Wagner Auto Supply, 1st Street Northwest, Lamar's.
Get more because you deserve more with Kylie Petty's Century 21 ProLink, serving Lamar since 2011. Wishing our local teams a successful season. Visit KyliePetty.com for your real estate needs.
Success is born of skill and team. Like the teams playing, CNOS has combined award-winning skill and teamwork into the premier medical facility in the region. For the areas of joint, bone, muscle, nerve, and brain are treated with the skills of comprehensive care from a team of highly trained experts. And CNOS takes care of many of the student athletes in Siouxland. CNOS is proud to bring you this game. Go to cnos.net to learn more.
This is Quentin Johnson, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to our halftime coverage tonight here in Hartley at Peterson Field. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM Lamar's. Online audio is found on our website. That's KLEM1410.com with a video stream as well on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. Well, it is halftime, and Gehlen Catholic leads Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn by a margin of 20-0. And we'll break down why for you coming up in just a moment. Also coming up in our halftime coverage throughout the evening, we'll run down the stats. We'll run down the scores that we can get you from around Northwest Iowa, Plymouth County, Class A District 1. Try and catch you up on as many of those as we can coming up tonight here on our halftime coverage in Hartley. Well, again, the halftime score, Gehlen Catholic has a 20-0 lead on Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. A pretty strong showing for the Jays to this point, and we'll tell you about it. Let's run down the first half stats for you. First, for Gehlen Catholic and the Jays, they total 109 yards rushing and also add another 37 yards passing for a total of 146 yards of offense. They are led offensively by Wyatt Kuntz. He's ran the ball 13 times for a total of 56 yards and a rushing touchdown. Can also add in 98 yards of impact on that missed field goal run back for a touchdown. It was blocked at the line. Didn't see who blocked it, unfortunately. Could have been multiple people easily, but Wyatt Kuntz stuck with the play even while some of his opponents did not. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn kind of realized late that that ball was alive and that they needed to do something with it. By the time they realized it, it was too little, too late. Also, Jack Roberts has completed unofficially 4 of his 8 passes here tonight. Those 4 completed passes have gone for 37 yards. And he completed 1 pass for 24 yards to Marshall Sievers. That was for a touchdown. That was the 3rd touchdown the Jays scored. That 3rd touchdown they scored came on a 2-point try. Other receivers making an impact. Easton Spangler, 1 catch for 57 yards. He's also ran the ball for 49 yards on 4 touches. 2 catches for 6 yards for Wyatt Kuntz, and Jack Roberts has 1 carry, or one carry for 4 yards here tonight. Some of the other numbers we'll tell you about here for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. Let's get those to you. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn unofficially, keep that in mind, has run the ball for minus 16 yards. Boy, that's some great rushing defense by Gehlen Catholic. The Hawks have thrown the ball for 90 yards, totaling 74 yards of offensive progress here tonight. Leading the way as far as offensive production right now has been their quarterback, Alex Vogt. Now, he's been sacked a number of times, which has not helped his ability to move the football in any way. But the signal caller for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn has completed unofficially 5 of his 7 passes for 90 yards. One of those passes went for 61 yards to Isaac Shearholtz. He's caught 2 total passes for 70 yards, 2 catches for 10 yards for Daniel Kellert, and then 1 catch for 10 yards as well for Jackson Vogt. On the ground, yeah, it has been a struggle. The first rushing play of the night went for 7 yards. They've also run for 9 yards with their quarterback in Alex Vogt. Outside of that, just about every running play since has gone negative. And boy, that has really hurt the Hawks in a number of different instances. You get a good first down gain. That's happened a couple of times. Outside of that, man, you can't move the football very effectively outside of that. So that has been a real struggle for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. Pressure has been abundant. I mean, Gehlen has been living in the backfield at times here tonight. That has hurt the running game. That has hurt the passing game, whether it has altered passes, whether it's forced sacks, whether they've actually gotten hits on the quarterback. It not always is the same, but Gehlen's pressure has been outstanding here tonight, and that has been great to see. The drive summary, let's get you caught up on that here in just a moment. Our halftime score again, Gehlen Catholic 20, Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 0. The drive chart looks like this. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn went 3 and out on the first drive here tonight. They punted the football. Gehlen Catholic got it, got near the red zone, and they fumbled the ball away. It was recovered by Riley Wiersma, and that gave Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn a fresh look offensively, looking like they were going to get something done. But the first play turned into an interception by Landon Knight, and the Jays turned that into points. A 10-play, 50-yard drive in 5 minutes and 36 seconds, capped off by a Wyatt Kuntz touchdown run. That made it 6-0. Gehlen Catholic. The next Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn drive got that big 61-yard pass to Isaac Shearholtz down to the red zone. Looked like they were going to maybe cash in for 3 with a 34-yard field goal by Daniel Kellert. But after it was blocked to the line, rolled all the way down to about the 3 or the 2-yard line, Wyatt Kuntz scooped it up, realized nobody was going after him. 2 guys, I think, ended up getting anywhere close to making a tackle on him, and Kuntz ran it the rest of the way. It was a 98-yard missed field goal return for a touchdown. Just a wonderful play by Kuntz, and that made the Jays leaders by a score of 12-0. The next 3 drives were very uneventful. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn goes 3 and outs thanks to 2 intentional grounding penalties. The Jays go 3 and out. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn goes 3 and out. And the very next Gehlen drive gets started with a 35-yard run by Easton Spangler. A few plays later, after negative progress, Jack Roberts connects with Marshall Sievers for a 24-yard touchdown completion. 2-point try was good on that drive, and that made it 20-0. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, Gehlen Catholic each turned the ball over on downs late in the first half, and the Hawks ran one more play to send us into the break. So again, your halftime score, it is Gehlen Catholic 20 and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn nothing. Well, let's step aside here for just a moment. When we come back, we'll get you some scores from around Northwest Iowa, get you caught up on some more action that you may have missed here around the area, and we'll get you ready for the second half of play, as it is Gehlen Catholic 20, Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn nothing. Jays looking for back-to-back victories in district play. And your halftime coverage continues when we return to Peterson Field in Hartley. You're listening to Gehlen Catholic Football on KLEM.
From playtime to game time, Launchpad Children's Museum fuels young imaginations while our hometown sports teams inspire the next generation of champions. Best of luck to our area teams from Launchpad Children's Museum.
Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's is a proud supporter of area athletics. They focus on strong, healthy bodies with all their dairy products. And they continue to strive hard to provide the best possible dairy products to their customers. That's Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's. Connected Electric South is your electrical headquarters for residential, commercial, and agriculture. Call for a free quote today at 546-5062. Call Connected Electric South for all your electrical needs. 546-5062.
Hey, Bobby Blazer, how long have you been waiting in that line? Head over with me to Easy Clean Car Wash. They're going to get you in and out in no time and make that black coat of yours look like $1,000,000.
Say, thanks there, Mickey Mustang. I've been out four-wheeling. I got lots of mud and stuff in my wheel wells and other places as well.
Bobby, didn't Libby Lexus tell you that Easy Clean Car Wash will pre-spray those hard-to-reach places, give you a quick massage, and make you feel and look like a whole new truck?
So that's what Libby Lexus has been up to. You know, Mickey, she's looking fine.
Easy Clean Car Wash on 12th Street, east of Hy-Vee in Lamar's.
MRK Insurance knows that teamwork is dream work. At MRK Insurance, you get a great partner for all of your insurance needs. Visit them today on Central Avenue in Lamar's for a no-obligation quote for all of your insurance needs. That's MRK Insurance in Lamar's.
Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC in Lamar's supports our local student athletes, trusted for generations with reliable legal guidance. So when you are in need of legal services, consult with one of the attorneys at Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC, located at 38 First Avenue Northwest, Lamar's, Iowa.
Certified public accountants Cruz & Cruz extend their support to all the athletes and remind everyone, in the spirit of sports, participation is more important than winning. Cruz & Cruz Accounting, proud to be a sponsor of KLEM Sports.
Gehlen Catholic School, excellence in education, leadership through Christ. For information, check their website at gehlencatholic.org.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and four walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Hey sports fans, this is Pitt from the Ace Hardware downtown Lamar's. Maintain your home and yard with advice and products from Ace. We'll help you get it done more efficiently so you have time to go to the next game. Ace Hardware, Lamar's.
Score big with the Sitzman Real Estate Team. Hometown realtors Shane, Peggy, Lance, and Patty are cheering the Lamar's Bulldogs and Galen Jays on to a victory. Buying or selling, call the Sitzman Real Estate Team today at 546-7881.
For all of your commercial or residential concrete or construction needs, JMax Construction is ready for you. At JMax Construction, you can be sure that your project will be handled with great customer service as well as the best of class construction and concrete work. Call JMax Construction and Concrete today at 540-0574.
This is Mason Small, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
Hey, welcome you back to Peterson Field in Hartley. Daniel Steg with you here on KLEM Lamar's. Online audio is found at KLEM1410.com with a video stream on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. It's halftime here in Hartley. Gehlen Catholic holds a 20-0 lead over Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. We ran down some of the numbers that were pertinent to you, get you caught up on the game at hand. Now let's get you caught up on some games from around the area. We're going to start in Class A and District 1 and get you caught up on some of those scores for you. We'll first start by telling you that South O'Brien, Sibley Ocheyedan, the last score update we had from that game was that it was tied at 7 in the first quarter. We'll just see if we quickly get an update from that, but didn't look like there was too much going as far as an update there. So, again, the score is tied 7 apiece. First quarter, South O'Brien and Sibley Ocheyedan could be a very big contest in the district race there between Sibley Ocheyedan and South O'Brien, especially if South O'Brien can find a way to win that ball game. Now let's take a look at scores around Plymouth County. We will start at Jim Lorenzen Field, Lamar's, with the Bulldogs in non-district play. They lead number 6 ranked MOC Floyd Valley by a margin of 7-0, and just forced a turnover on downs, it looks like, and the Jays will have the football early in the second half, again leading 7-0 on MOC Floyd Valley. In Hinton, the number 7 ranked Hinton Blackhawks, they lead Bridgeview 7-0. Doesn't matter how good the Raptors are, they always give the Blackhawks fits. I'm going to be chatting with Kadrian Harderson coming up in the Coach's Corner tomorrow morning, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Number 3 ranked MMCRU all over Sioux Central, also in Class A District 1. They lead the Rebels 28-7, scored right before the end of the half with 4 seconds left to add to their impressive lead. And in non-district play, West Sioux leads Akron Westfield by a score of 17-0. We are looking for a halftime score on that rescheduled Kingsley Pearson Collins Maxwell contest. If you have it, we'd love to hear from you. You can tweet the score to us at KLEM Sports on Twitter, and we'd love to get that score updated for you if we have the opportunity to do so. All right, let's check out some scores from around Northwest Iowa as well. And we'll go up to Class 1A, where it's no shocker here. West Lyon good at football. They lead Alta Aurelia 46-0 at the half. Big contest here. The team that Lamar's lost to last week and the team the Bulldogs will play next week are playing each other. Spencer leading Sioux Center 21-14 at the halftime break. In Orange City, Unity Christian leads the number 10 ranked Cherokee Braves 21-0 at the halftime break. Spirit Lake leads newly ranked Okoboji 7-0 at the half. Western Christian shutting out Sheldon at the halftime break 14-0. Storm Lake, they are trailing Atlantic in their finale to non-district play, 27-14. This is a halftime score, apparently. Boyden Hall Rock Valley ranked in 2A. Central Lyon George Little Rock in Rock Rapids. Well, they're scoreless at the half, so nothing has happened in that ball game. And those are some of the scores we can tell you about around Northwest Iowa. I guess another one we can catch you up on, it is Bishop Heelan and Sioux City North. That game is in favor of the Heelan Crusaders, 21-0. At the halftime break. We will have scores from those games and more games coming up for you tonight on the KLEM Sports Scores and Results page. One other one I thought might be interesting, OABCIG leads Kemper Catholic 16-14 in a big battle of Class 2A teams there in Carroll. Well, again, our halftime score, Gehlen Catholic 20 and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn nothing. We're going to step aside and take one more break, and when we return, we will have time for the second half kickoff that will be going the way of Gehlen Catholic. Again, the Jays lead Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 20-0. We're back after this here on KLEM.
Siouxland Glass is so glad you're supporting local athletes and listening to this great matchup. Siouxland Glass wants me to tell you that if you have a chip or crack in your windshield or need the whole thing replaced, you can call them at 540-9080. Siouxland Glass.
Floyd Valley Healthcare wants you to play at the peak of your skills. Don't forget to stretch your muscles, hydrate, and schedule your wellness checks to reach your full potential. Best of luck from Floyd Valley Healthcare in Lamar.
Make sure your life runs smoothly with an upgraded internet package from Premier Communications, connecting you with the internet speed and television access package that best fits your wants and needs. Premier Communications is happy to support our area coaches, athletes, and the parents who support them. Have a great season.
This is Jeremy Schindler, head coach for the Gehlen Catholic football team. You're listening to Jays Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
We are back to Hartley and Peterson Field. Daniel Versteg with you as we get ready to start the second half of competition here in Hartley. Gehlen Catholic leads Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 20-0, fresh off their 21-0 victory over the Rebels of Sioux Central. And Gehlen Catholic has now played 6 consecutive quarters of football without allowing a score. So the Jays, again, with a 20-0 lead, will look to add to that right away. I'm going to get the second half kickoff. So that was why that last drive the Jays had at the end of the second quarter could have been very impactful in the outcome of this ball game. But Gehlen really struggled to move the football after a good gain on second down, but just couldn't get that momentum going back in their favor the rest of the way. So here we go, ready to start the second half of play. Gehlen Catholic will send 2 men back to return. Marshall Sievers on the right side, Wyatt Coons on the left side, back at their own 5-yard line. And Daniel Kellert will line up to boot this one away for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. Here we go, second half underway. A left-footed line drive knuckleball kick rolls and is scooped up at the 20-yard line. It is run out and stopped at the 33-yard line on the run back for Gehlen Catholic. The up back on that return, he got hit pretty hard. And that return appears to be made by Tarek Mayrose. So Mayrose on the return. He gets his first touch of the football, at least that I can tell. He fielded that nicely. That was a really nice job that Mayrose did to scoop up that bouncing ball. Got in front of it, got down to into a crouch anyway. Didn't bring the knee down, and he was able to make a nice play to keep that ball from going bouncing haywire. 1st and 10 for Gehlen Catholic from their own 33-yard line. Here's the first play. Roberts under center, hands off the left side. Coons sweeping outside the tackle, breaks a tackle in the backfield. He goes up the left seam to the 40, and he's got some space up to the 45, dragged down from behind at the 46-yard line by Jackson Vogt. Now, Wyatt Coons uses his vision to his advantage. He picks up 13 yards, and it's a Gehlen Catholic first down on the first play from scrimmage here in the second half. Now, that was a great run. He made that a broken tackle in the backfield and realized, hey, I wasn't going to have anything coming off the left side, so I'll just bounce it back and cut it in between the hashes for a first down. First down and 10 for Gehlen now. The ball is at their own 46-yard line. Jays up 20-0. I formation once again. Roberts under center. He takes the snap and quickly hands to Easton Spangler, the fullback, who carries across midfield. That pile is still moving into Hawk territory at the 45-yard line. That is a 9-yard gain for Spangler. It'll be second down and a long one. Just a grown man run for Easton Spangler as his linemen help out the cause a little bit, pushing that big pile. A 9-yard carry, second down and 1 for Gehlen at the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 45-yard line. And the Jays looking to try and make some quick work of this drive, see if they can put points on the board early in this second half. I formation again, a receiver either side of Roberts under center. He bobbles the snap, he picks it up, gives to Spangler, running in between the guard and tackle on the left side, and he's got a first down. 5-yard gain at the 40, and it's a first down for Gehlen Catholic, their second first down of this drive. And again, the running game has been incredibly effective for the Gehlen Catholic offense. It has given them 136 yards tonight. And they are just getting started here in the second half of play. Looking like we could have a repeat performance of last week in the win over Sioux Central. It is first down and 10 for Gehlen from the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 40. Roberts hands up the middle, and Wyatt Coons, he keeps his feet moving after getting initially hit at the line of scrimmage. He drives forward for 3 hard-earned yards. And it'll be second down and 7 from the HMS 37-yard line. Now, that's the thing that makes Gehlen runners so good as well. They get hit, but they don't go down right away. That's very impressive what they get to do when it comes to running the football and making it bruising for opposing defenders. Second down along 7, a short 8 from the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 37. A receiver left and a receiver right with a tight end, 2 tight ends to the left side. A hand goes off the right side. That's Wyatt Coons. Toward the right numbers he goes. 35-30, down the right numbers to the 25, and he's tackled from behind. A penalty flag comes out. This might go for a horse collar to the 24-yard line. That's a 13-yard carry, but we're going to await the penalty first. It is a face mask. Okay, that was the penalty. So it's a 13-yard carry for Wyatt Coons. That was a first down. And then the face mask will tack on another 12 yards as they'll go half the distance to the goal from the 24. And so this ball should be at the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 12-yard line. They'll say 11. Okay, so that was the original spot, I guess, was the 22. And what a run there by Coons, and he made him pay for the high tackle. First down and 10 for Gehlen at the 11-yard line of HMS. And that means the Jays can pick up a first down here without scoring a touchdown. First and 10 from the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 11-yard line. A receiver either side, under center Roberts, single back in the backfield. He gives it to that back. Coons runs right between the guard and center. And off the left side, he picks up 5 yards to the 6. It'll be second down and goal, or second down and 5, for Gehlen Catholic. 90 yards rushing here tonight for Wyatt Coons on 17 carries with a touchdown. 8:45 to go in the third quarter, and Gehlen leads Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 20-0. It's second down and 5 from the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 6. As Roberts lines up the formation, I formation, receiver either side, tight end right. That's the strong side. Hand goes to the left side on the fullback carry. It's Easton Spangler driving forward down to the 1-yard line. He's got a 5-yard pickup, and the Jays do get a first down without scoring. 5 yards down to the 1 will make it first down and goal for Gehlen Catholic at the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 1-yard line. Well, so it's not very often you see 1st and 10 at the 11. Do turn into 1st and goal at the 1, but Gehlen does make that happen. And now it is 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Gehlen will have 4 plays to try and get 3 feet and add 6 points. High formation for Roberts, tight end right, a receiver either side. And Roberts turns, gives to the fullback Spangler, left side, extends the football toward the goal line. He's in. Gehlen Catholic scores a touchdown for Easton Spangler. It's Spangler's second rushing touchdown of the year, and the Jays extend their lead, now ahead by 4 possessions. It is 26-0 Jays with 8:02 left to go in quarter number 3. Well, Spangler with a nice job of extending that football. And now the point after try is upcoming here for Gehlen Catholic. And it'll be Van Voorst to try this point after. Kyler Van Voorst off the hold of Wyatt Coons. The spot is down. The right-footed kick through the uprights and good. So that's the 3rd different kicker Gehlen's used this year. And this one equals a point after from Kyler Van Voorst. We'll take a break, come back, and the Hawks will get the football for the first time in the second half, down 27-0. Back after this on KLEM.
Klein Insulation can provide you with a complete insulation system for your attic, crawl spaces, and foundation walls. Call Kyle with Klein Insulation at 540-5691. That's 540-5691.
Touchdown for great times at the Lamar's Eagles Club. Join us Tuesday nights for bingo, and don't miss our delicious Wednesday night burger night. Proud sponsors of local athletics, where the fun never stops. Visit the Eagles Club this week.
This is Dan Lemon, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to Peterson Field here in Hartley. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM Lamar's online audio. It's found at KLEM1410.com. Gehlen Catholic, they rattle off an 8-play, 67-yard drive in 3 minutes and 52 seconds. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run by Easton Spangler. And the Jays are ahead by a margin of 27-0. It is a 4-possession lead for Gehlen Catholic. And something they can be very comfortable in. They've run the football exceptionally well. We've talked about that a few times throughout the broadcast. 163 yards rushing tonight on a total of 26 carries. Here's the right-footed end-over-end kick from Gehlen Catholic, and it sails into the back of the end zone for a touchback. That was Kyler Van Voorst again, who made that point after try. I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think Gehlen might have found a new kicker there with Kyler Van Voorst. They had been working Alex Munoz. We talked about Parker Cave and his special kicking cleat that he got from his dad. It was the flat-footed, so he could toe kick it. But, boy, I'm loving what I'm seeing there already from Kyler Van Voorst. Point after try, good. Deep kickoff into the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn at the 20. They spread the formation out. 5 receivers set, empty backfield. The shotgun snap is fumbled, and diving on it is Alex Vogt at the 14-yard line. Just goes from bad to worse here for HMS. The ball will be spotted at their own 14-yard line or at the 15, I should say. There's a loss of 5 for Vogt. It'll be second down and 15 before the drive can even get started. There was 7:30 to go in quarter number 3. Gehlen leads Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 27-0, trying to win back-to-back ball games. Same formation, bell high snap, and Vogt steps up in a collapsing pocket. A penalty flag is out as Vogt gets sacked at the 9-yard line. Alex Vogt is dropped for a loss of about 5 yards, but there is a penalty flag on this play. And I think it's going against it's against Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. It's a holding penalty And Gehlen does not want to accept the penalty. It is declined. They'll take the result of the sack. A 5-yard loss, and also, of course, the down loss on that play as well. To be 3rd down and 20 for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn at their own 10-yard line. Following a sack and a holding penalty, and now Alex Vogt leaves the field, and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn has to call a timeout. The quarterback just ran off the field and maybe was hurt on the play, and so Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn might need to make a change at quarterback. We'll take a break and be back after this with a Hawk timeout here on KLEM.
Willow Lodge Pet Resort wants to wish all of our area athletes best of luck in tonight's game. Whether leaving town for vacation or just need a place for your pet during the workday, see Willow Lodge Pet Resort today on Prospect Street in Lamars.
Young and old alike enjoy the competition of high school sports. Some participate, some watch, and some remember how it was. It's only a game, but it offers great life lessons and memories that last a lifetime. A few thoughts from Dan and Lori Rexwinkle of Rexwinkle Funeral Homes in Lamars and Akron.
This is Lane Knipe, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
Well, we welcome you back to Peterson Field in Hartley. Daniel Versteg with you. 7:08 to go in this ball game. In this third quarter, Gehlen leads Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 27-0. The Hawks had to call a timeout after their freshman quarterback Alex Vogt had to leave the game. We're not sure if he's hurt or exactly what the situation is, but Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn will now put Isaac Shearholtz, the wide receiver, in at quarterback, the wide receiver who had that 61-yard completion earlier. And now the Hawks are all out of sorts trying to get everybody lined up. They sent one player off the field. And here is the snap to Shearholtz. He's running off the left side. He carries in between the hashes. And Shearholtz picks up just 3 yards to the 13. That'll set up a punt play for HMS. But I would have to imagine Gehlen Catholic's got to be prepared for a heavy dose of that the rest of the night. Just give the ball to the athlete, let him run. Because evidently right now Alex Vogt is not in a situation to be able to throw the football here for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. So the Hawks will line up to punt. It is 4th down and 17. And with 6.5 minutes to go in the third, Jays up 27-0. We'll get the football in really good field position. The Hawks will be punting from their own goal line here. Snap back to Daniel Keller. Just got it past Mason Small. And this kick run up, fair caught inside the 40-yard line by Wyatt Kuhn to the 38 of Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. That punt only gains the Hawks 25 yards. And Gehlen will start in enemy territory at the 38-yard line with 6:22 left to go in the third quarter. Gehlen Catholic up substantially by a score of 27-0 in district play. It is the most points the Jays have scored in a ball game this season, and they've really got a good chance to add to it here in this contest. So 1st down and 10 for Gehlen Catholic at the HMS 38-yard line. Under center is Roberts, I formation, a receiver either side. Carson Schecker's the receiver on the right side. Hand off the left side goes to Drake Knipe, and he's dragged down for no gain. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but that was it. Drake Knipe on that carry that time for Gehlen Catholic. It'll be 2nd down and 10. So the Jays are trying to get some new players in there, including Carson Schecker at the wide receiver position. He is actually listed backup quarterback for Gehlen Catholic and was competing with Jack Roberts in preseason for that starting nod. 2nd down and 10 here from the 38-yard line of HMS. Roberts goes under center in an I formation once again. He takes snap, hands to Spangler around the left side. He's dragging a defender to the 35. There's a penalty flag behind the play as Spangler is brought down for a pickup of 3 to the 37, but I think this penalty flag will bring it back. I think we'll end up having a
personal foul, 64, offense.
We had a personal foul against Dane Lehman. Oh, I thought we might get a holding penalty. But Dane Lehman is whistled for the personal foul. We don't get an explanation anywhere further than that. Maybe a block below the waist of some kind. That was kind of the signal that the referee gave to assistant coach Travis Westhoff there on the far side of the field. But either way, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty back to the 47-yard line. And that'll set up second down and 25 for Gehlen Catholic. Here with 5:38 to go in quarter number 3. Jays lead Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 27-0. Out of the shotgun now is Roberts on second and 25. 3 receivers right and 1 to his left. He takes a helmet-high snap and a quick drop. He steps up in a collapsing pocket and looks to run off the left side. Stiff arms a defender across midfield. 45 and down to the 41-yard line of Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. Jack Roberts with a good quarterback keep. He breaks that one off for 12 yards. And it makes at least a little bit of progress. It'll be third down and about 13 to go for Gehlen Catholic. 12 yards of the keeper by Jack Roberts. By the way, in Lamar's, the Bulldogs have a 14-0 lead on MOC Floyd Valley in that fourth quarter of play. They just had a big touchdown completion to Tyson Augustine. And now it is third down and 13 here for Gehlen Catholic. 4:50 to go in quarter number 3. Jays with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left of Jack Roberts in the shotgun. Shoulder high snap, quick drop. He throws over the left seam for Marshall Sievers, who makes a leaping try and could not haul it in. That pass was just a little too tall and far out in front of him. There is a penalty flag in the backfield, though. I think, well, do we have another? We've got another personal foul. I think it's against the Jays. Yeah, they're asking Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn if they want to decline it, and they do.
Offense, number 64.
And again, a personal foul against Gehlen's offensive line, but it is declined. So they'll take the result of the play, which was an incompletion. 4th down and 13 from the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 41-yard line. And so with 4:39 to go in the third quarter, the Jay lead is 27-0, and Gehlen will be forced to punt this one away, see if they can pin the Hawks deep near their own goal line. It'll be Landon Knight to punt this one away. And Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn sends Jackson Vogt back to return. So on 4th down and 13, Landon Knight takes the snap, runs up on one, gets a right-footed wobbling spiral inside the 5, and it takes an HMS bounce. Ends up in the end zone for a touchback. So that punt could not quite die inside the 5. Now that things have dried up a bit, that grass is starting to get a little more bouncy and have a little more run to it. With 4:32 to go in the third quarter, Gehlen Catholic still leads Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 27-0 in Class A District 1. That punt only gains the Jays 21 yards. And now Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, 1st and 10 of the 20-yard line. Alex Vogt, the freshman quarterback, is back in there after missing that 3rd down and 20 play on the last drive. But he is back on the field. Out of the shotgun, he sits with 2 receivers left and 1 to his right. Vogt barks commands to his offensive line and stands back in the shotgun. A shoulder-high snap, quick play fake, runs away from Mason Small to his left. He gets grabbed on the shoulder, no penalty. Lobbed up a jump ball up the left sideline, and a toe-tapping catch made at the 27-yard line by Isaac Shearholtz. He's out of bounds after a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Well, that was a good, safe, short completion to Isaac Shearholtz. And a quick hurry-up, handoff around the left side. There is just nowhere to go. I believe that's Jackson Vogt on the carry. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd down and 3. And it'll be a tough down and distance for HMS to go. Again, this is the scenario they've had most of the night. They get a good gain on 1st down, but they can't follow it up with anything on 2nd down. So it's 3rd down and 3. Here for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn at their own 27. Out of the shotgun set, 3 receivers right. A snap back to Alex Vogt. Quick screen pass right, caught by Jackson Vogt. Outside the right numbers, 35. He breaks a tackle at the 40. Sidesteps a defender at the 45. Gets trucked. The ball came out, I think. I think Vogt was out of bounds already, and Vogt is down. Boy, he got hit hard on that far side of the field. After the play, he stood up and did a nice job of staying on his feet up that right sideline. But once he was finally contacted, he is down on that far side of the field, but they pick him up pretty quickly. That's good to see. And Jackson Vogt will walk across the field under his own power, which is even better news. And actually, after all of that, they're going to say he was out at the 44-yard line. So a 17-yard gain, I beg your pardon, for Jackson Vogt. First down and 10 for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. The ball will be at their own 44-yard line. 3:25 left to go in the third quarter. Gehlen Catholic's lead is 27-0. Score update appears at Lamar's Community. It's the Bulldogs 20, number 6 MOC Floyd Valley nothing. What a showing here for Lamar's in the fourth quarter. Looking to bounce back in a big way. This would be a very big statement win for them. Alex Vogt and the Hawks on 1st and 10 from their own 44. Line up 2 receivers left and 1 to the right with 3 minutes to go in quarter number 3. And Vogt takes a shoulder-high snap. Quick drop. He throws toward the left sideline. The catch made by Shearholtz. He tried to get around the first defender and couldn't do it. Grant Arns, a good open field tackle. Back to the 43-yard line of HMS. Going to be second down and 11. A loss of a yard on the completed pass to Isaac Shearholtz. Second down and a short 11 yards to go for HMS at the 43-yard line. 3 receivers right, none to the left of Alex Vogt in the pistol. He takes a snap, gives to the running back Daniel Keller, and he's dropped for a big loss. Back to the 40-yard line. Jays say the football came out. They think they've got possession. Someone's got the ball down there for Gehlen, and it looks like it was Easton Spangler who came up with the football, but it's a loss of 3 back to the 40. They're going to say he was down by contact. And Keller loses 3 yards. This has been a clinic on shutting down the run tonight by the Gehlen defense. It is third down and about 14 to go for HMS from their own 40. Quick drop as Alex Vogt's got nowhere to go. He runs right, and he gets dragged down by Drake Hodson. Easton Spangler had the initial hit on him, couldn't finish the job, and Hodson comes sailing in to finish him off. It's a loss of 2. It'll be 4th down and 16 for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, and another punt team is out for the Hawks. It's been a dominant showing from the sack perspective. Defense's rush defense has been playing exceptionally well. A ton of pressure on the quarterback. Coach Schindler said we got to get pressure on this kid. He's a freshman. Try and make him uncomfortable back there. I'd say they've done a pretty good job of that. 4th down and 16, and here's the punt play. Keller gets a left-footed boot away, a wobbler, and Wyatt Kuntz waves his right hand for a fair catch. He bobbles it for just a moment. Then the hit comes in, and a penalty flag is thrown as Wyatt Kuntz was interfered with. You got to let him catch the ball, and even if that catch is bobbled for just a moment, still got to give him room. And it is kick-catch interference against Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, so that punt does not quite get the full effect. The punt was fair caught at the 34-yard line. And that is a 15-yard penalty on top of that. And so Gehlen will have it at their own 49-yard line to start this drive. And they'll do so with 59 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Again, Gehlen Catholic has a 27-0 lead over Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. Jays with 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. As Jack Roberts lines up his team in the I formation, a receiver on either side, and a tight end left side of the line. Fullback is Spangler. Tailback is Drake Knight. They give to Spangler running off the right side, dragging 2 Hawk defenders across midfield to the 48-yard line of HMS. It's a pickup of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for Gehlen Catholic. Jays only have to run one more play in this third quarter, and they'll be able to take a substantial lead into the final 12 minutes of this ballgame in a contest that has slowed down a bit as far as pace is concerned. Here we go. 2nd down and about 7 yards to go for Gehlen Catholic at the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 48-yard line. I formation, Roberts under center. And here is the snap. Fake the give to Spangler. Hand off the left side. Drake Knight trying to turn the edge around the left side. And he's brought down for a loss. Back to the original line of scrimmage at the Gehlen 49-yard line. It is a loss of 3 for Knight. And that will take us to the fourth quarter. Your score, well, hold on for just a moment. The clock is, that is going to take us to the end of the third quarter. It looked like it stopped, but it kept going. And that is quarter number 3. Gehlen Catholic up big, 27-0 on Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. We're back after this to start the fourth here on KLEM Radio.
Supporting our students in their endeavors at school is important to Prime Bank. Making sure that our students have the best chance for success is why we work hard to provide our backing. Prime Bank wishes all of our teams and groups good luck.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Hubbard's Lawn Care Service will provide you with the services needed for the best-looking lawn in your neighborhood. So whether it's thatching, fertilizing, or simply maintaining your freshly cut grass, call Hubbard's Lawn Care at 546-4087.
This is Nathan Kolbeck, and you are listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We're back inside the press box here at Peterson Field in Hartley. Daniel Versteeg with you on KLEM Lamar's online audio at KLEM1410.com. Video streaming as well on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. It is 3rd down and 10 for Gehlen Catholic. Ball is right at midfield here to start quarter number 4. And under center is Jack Roberts, single back in the backfield. He turns, fakes the give, airs it out deep over the left seam, and he overthrew the target, Landon Knipe, by just a foot or so. It is an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down and 10. I beg your pardon. It was 4th down. That was a 3rd down play, and now it's 4th down and 10, and Gehlen will line up to punt. Jays tried to blow the top off the defense with a big play to Landon Knipe, and just couldn't quite dial it in. And now Knipe has to hustle all the way back to the line so he can punt this football away. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn will send Jackson Vogt back to return. And see if the Hawks can make something happen here. Still down 27-0. Gehlen has now gone 7 quarters of football without allowing a point. High snap. Oh, it's over the head of Landon Knipe. The Hawks chase him down. Knipe has to fall on it just outside of the red zone of the 22. A bad snap, and Knipe had to fall on it. That was the right play. You don't want to get caught doing something silly. It ends up being a loss of 28 for Landon Knipe. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, and they get stellar field position to the Gehlen 22-yard line. With 11:53 left to go in the game, and the Hawks are looking for their first score of the night. See if they can get it. Alex Vogt is the quarterback once again. And he lines up the offense in a spread formation. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Play clock is already down to 5, though, as the Hawks look to set up for the play. And they do get the snap off with 2 on the play clock. Quick screen pass left. It is caught. And taking it outside left numbers across the 20 to the 17-yard line. That pass completed to Nathan Stofferin for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down and about 4 to go. So 5-yard pickup, a little quick hitter there to Stofferin. And it'll be 2nd down, about 5 to go here for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. Spread formation again, 5 receivers, empty backfield, quick drop. Alex Vogt steps up away from pressure, and he runs into 2 more Gehlen defenders. Maybe picked up a yard on the little scramble. And actually, they're going to say no gain. No gain on the play to the 17-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Again, that has just been killer for HMS. Good gains on 1st down, nothing to follow it up. And the Hawks have 3rd down and 5 from the Gehlen 17-yard line. 10:53 to go in the ballgame. Gehlen up 27-0 over Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. 3rd down and 5. Clap of the hands and the snap to Vogt. He drops back, throws over the middle, and a leaping try by Jackson Vogt. Couldn't bring it in. Landon Knipe playing over the top in coverage. Had that ball go through his hands as well. It's an incomplete pass. 4th down and 5. And Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn will line up on a 4th down conversion. 10:44 to go in the ball game. Gehlen leads HMS 27-0. And the Hawks have 4th down and 5 from the Gehlen 17. Snap back to Alex Vogt. Drops back, quick pass over the middle. He finds Jackson Vogt. He's down toward the goal line and down at the 1. A pickup of 16 yards on 4th down. And the Hawks will look to move quickly as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. And the Hawks bring out a bigger formation. They're going to bring in that Wildcat lineman, Alex Billings. He'll take the snap, see if they can get a push into the end zone. Snap to Billings. He bull rushes toward the defenders, and he is not in yet. Now he's in for a Hawk touchdown. Alex Billings, the 1-yard Wildcat quarterback sneak from the offensive lineman. He's into the end zone for a touchdown, and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn breaks that goose egg on the board with 10:16 left to go in this ball game. Gehlen still up 27-6. So the Hawks will look to go for 2. They need points. It'll be a snap. It hit one of the fullbacks up in the front of the formation. It kicks off the leg, deflects to the ground, and that 2-point try is no good. Your score with 10:16 to go in quarter number 4. It's Gehlen Catholic 27, Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 6. We'll take a break and be back with more high school football after this here on KLEM.
For all your construction needs, trust the Wilchin Brothers. They're a Better Business Bureau accredited business and will be there every step of the way to get your project done right. Call 546-4135 for Wilchin Brothers Incorporated. Bob's Bike Shop, your power sports headquarters. Yamaha, Can-Am, and Club Car. They've got the ride that fits your wild side. Visit them today on Highway 75 North in Lamars. Proud sponsor of your local sports action.
This is Kane Kearns, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back here to Hartley-Peterson Field. 10:16 to go in the ball game. Gehlen leads Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 27-6. The Hawks benefited from a bad snap and a 1-yard touchdown run by Alex Billings. Has given the Hawks their first score. 2-point try was no good. So it is 27-6. Gehlen leads. And Gehlen Catholic will get the football after the kickoff. So here we go. The kick sent high and deep into the end zone. It is a touchback. Gehlen Catholic will start from their own 20-yard line. Well, not a great possession for the Jays last time, of course, ending in a bad snap that turned into a punt. And a bad snap at that will gave the Hawks some good field position. And now Gehlen Catholic has it at their own 20-yard line. And we'll see what the Jays can do from an offensive perspective to move the football a little bit here tonight. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Gehlen Catholic sends the troops to the line, as it'll be the quarterback Jack Roberts going under center. Got a tight end on either side, single back in the backfield, and a receiver either side. Roberts takes a snap, pitch play goes around the left side. That's Wyatt Coons cutting it back inside the left hash, and he's dragged down from behind near the 30-yard line to the 29. It's a pickup of 9 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 1 here for Gehlen Catholic. A good run there by Wyatt Coons. He's had a lot of those tonight. And it's 2nd down and 1 from the 29-yard line as Gehlen Catholic looks to try and chew some clock. They lead at 27-6 with 9:45 left to go in the ball game. And Gehlen trying to see if they can put this one to bed. After giving up their first points in over 7 quarters of football, they'll line up in the I formation under center. Roberts gives to the fullback Spangler, and he was kind of gummed up right away. But he does pick up a yard to the 30-yard line, and it is enough to move the chains for a Gehlen Catholic first down. So a 1-yard pickup there for Spangler, moves the chains, first down. Clock keeps rolling, and that is going to be the friend for Gehlen Catholic here in this drive. If they can just run the football out, they don't need to do anything fancy, just need to put this one away. And we will see if the Jays can get that done. 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Under center is the quarterback, Jack Roberts. Pitch play goes right side. Wyatt Coons trying to turn off the outside. He had to break a tackle in the backfield, sidestep another, and he's dragged down finally after a pickup of 2 to the 32-yard line. That puts Coons over 100 yards rushing here tonight. And Gehlen will have 2nd down and 8 from the 32. That is an unofficial 100 yards rushing. 19 carries, 101 yards, and a rushing touchdown here for Wyatt Coons tonight, as he has done an exceptional job moving the football for the Jays. 2nd down and 8 from the 32-yard line. Under center, and Roberts tries to keep it around the left side, and he is blown up for a loss. It looked like it was kind of a botched play. Roberts might have fumbled the snap. It's a loss of 2 back to the 30. It'll be 3rd down and 10 on the loss there by Roberts. 3rd down and 10 back to the 30-yard line. 7:56 left to play in this ball game. Gehlen's lead is 27-6. And Roberts trying to see if they can make something happen here and keep the offense on the field to move some more clock with 7:37 to go. Roberts under center, single back. He takes a snap, play action, bootleg, rolls right, throws toward the tight end, Nathan Kolbeck, and he throws it out in front of him. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down and 10, and the Gehlen punt team has to come out to boot this one away. 4th down and 10 from the 30-yard line, and Gehlen Catholic will line up to punt it. Back deep to return there is Jackson Vogt, the sophomore, who has touched the football a lot for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn to varying degrees of success. Landon Knipe will boot it away, and the snap is clean this time, gets that kick away, and a right-footed end-over-end kick. Vogt signals the fair catch, and he makes the fair catch at his own 39-yard line. And that is where Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn will start with their next drive. Not a bad kick there by Landon Knipe, goes for 31 yards. And Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, 7:23 to go in this ball game. Leads Gehlen Catholic, or trails Gehlen Catholic by a margin of 27-6. Coming up in the post game, we'll give you the rundown of stats, the recap of this contest. We'll try and bring you some scores from around the area that may or may not be final at this point. We'll do that all coming up in our post-game coverage here tonight. 1st down and 10 here for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn at the 39-yard line. Alex Vogt lines up in the gun, 5-receiver set. Screen play goes right, and that ball is thrown too far over the top of the intended target, Daniel Kellert. It's an incomplete pass, and it will be 2nd down and 10 from the 39-yard line. Well, the Jays had that read well. He had to adjust his throw, mainly because the Jays were bringing so much pressure and really had a nice bead on that screenplay. And now we got a penalty flag thrown, and the Jays jumped on the line. That is an encroachment penalty against Gehlen Catholic. It is a 5-yard infraction. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for HMS at their own 44-yard line.
5-yard penalty against the Jays. 2nd down, 5 yards to go.
And so, 2nd down and 5 from the 44-yard line. And Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn gives themselves a better chance to convert this one. Here's a snap back to Alex Vogt. He steps up, away from pressure, pump fakes, throws over the middle. That ball is juggled up in the air and incomplete. It was a one-handed try by Daniel Kellert, but he couldn't bring it in. It'll be 3rd down and 5 here for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, with the ball spotted at their own 44-yard line. Coming up tomorrow on KLEM Radio, the KLEM Coaches Corner comes your way at 8:05. We'll bring you a chat. We plan to bring you a chat with Lamar's head coach Ken Vigdahl, and by the looks of how things are going at Jim Lorenzen Field, he will be a much happier person to talk to than we've had the last couple of weeks, and understandably so, both on the happy side and the frustrated side. Jeremy Schindler will join us. And we will hope to have Hinton head coach Kadrian Harderson join us on the KLEM Coaches Corner as well. On 3rd and 5, a leaping grab made to the 40-yard line and running down to the 30, the 20, down to the 15, the 10, and down to the 2-yard line is Graham Lux. That big target for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. He gets down to the Gehlen Catholic 11-yard line on the pickup of 45 yards. And it is a first down for HMS. Big first down, and the Hawks want to hustle up to the line a bit. They will have first down and 10 for the Gehlen Catholic 11. Still not wanting to go away, down 27-6. Alex Vogt, the snap off his right hip, drops back, lobs it up to the back of the end zone. And he overthrew his target. Looks like it was Jackson Vogt, the intended receiver. And it's second down and 10 from the Gehlen 11-yard line. So that stops the clock as well, which is a benefit to Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn here with 6:51 to go in the ball game. You need as much clock as you can to come back from down 4 possessions. Now down 3 possessions with a score 27-6. That also means at some point, well, Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn went 4-2 on the first scoring play, but they're going to have to keep going for 2. Here's a quick pass left side, and Alex Vogt couldn't quite get enough on that pass toward the far side, looking for Michael Myers, that tight end. It's an incomplete pass, and it'll be third down and 10 once again for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. The Hawks have just really had a tough time tonight, and it has been all Gehlen Catholic. They're getting pressure. They're forcing the quarterback to speed up his internal clock. Third down and 10 from the 11-yard line. As Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn head coach Jeremiah Delzer emphatically changes the play. Snap back, drop it a throw, pump fake, and sacked on the play is Alex Vogt. Dane Lehman came bull rushing in there. He brings him down for a loss of 8 to the 19-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 18, and it looks like the punt team is going to come out here the field goal team, I beg your pardon, will come out for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. It's going to be a 35-yarder on the right hash. We know what happened the last time we had a field goal here. Wyatt Coons ran the block back 98 yards for 6. It's going to be a 35-yarder off the right hash for Daniel Keller, who missed that 34-yarder that turned into a 98-yard touchdown return. Snap and spot are good. Left-footed kick. It gets up in the air, and it has the leg. It is good. Now a 35-yard field goal. An excellent kick by Daniel Keller, and the Hawks add to their score. It is 27-9. Gehlen leads. 5:55 left to go in the game. Not a bad kick there for Keller. 35-yarder. And the Hawks trail by 18. We'll take a break and come back with more Gehlen football after this. You're listening to KLEM Radio.
The Lamar's Knights of Columbus Council 1466 would like to wish our teams the best of luck in the game. The Knights of Columbus is proud to support our schools and many charities throughout the year with our pork chop dinners and fish fries. Check out upcoming events by visiting their Facebook page at Lamar's KFC. Tail Trends Dog Grooming supports all of our area high school athletes. At Tail Trends Grooming, your pet is sure to get spa-like treatment, bathing, grooming, and nail trimming available. Contact Tail Trends Dog Grooming today at 546-7318.
This is Jack Roberts, and you are listening to Jay's Football on KLEM.
And we are back to Hartley and Peterson Field as well. Daniel Versteeg with you here on KLEM Radio. Online at KLEM1410.com. Video streaming as well on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. Gehlen Catholic leads Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 27-9 after the 35-yard field goal by Keller. He gets a left-footed, wobbling kick away, and fielding at the 8-yard line is Wyatt Coons. He runs it back up the right numbers to the 25 to the 30, and Coons is brought down short of the 30-yard line at about the 28. And so not a bad run back there for Wyatt Coons. Gehlen Catholic will start at their own 28-yard line here with 5:47 left to go in the ball game. Gehlen Catholic on top 27-9 as, again, their goal, much like the last drive, first downs, run the football effectively, chew up clock, get out of here with a victory. That is the main thing for Gehlen Catholic. They don't want to give Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn any more reason to think that this could be a ball game they can win. First down and 10 for the Jays at the 28. Roberts goes under center with a single back in the backfield, and he takes the snap. Might have fumbled the snap, and he dives on it and loses it at the 26-yard line. That is a loss of 3, and they'll go back, loss of 2, I should say. Back to the 26. It'll be second down and 12 to go on the loss of yardage for Jack Roberts. So second down and a dozen here for Gehlen Catholic at their own 26-yard line. I formation again for Roberts under center. He turns, tries to give it to Spangler, and I think he lost the football as well. Either that, he got tripped up. There's just nowhere to go. It's going to be third down and 12 for Gehlen Catholic, and unfortunately the Jays have not been able to chew up a whole lot of clock in between these plays. So, man, there's still 5 minutes to go. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn has 2 of their 3 timeouts. Again, a comeback is very unlikely, but you just don't want to give them any hope. That's the thing. If you're Gehlen Catholic, you just want to finish them off. Third down and 12. Roberts under center. A play action. Drops to throw. Airs it out left seam for Landon Knipe. And an over-the-shoulder catch to the 40. He's dragged down from behind to the 35-yard line. Landon Knipe made the catch. That time, Roberts finds him all the way down to the 36 of Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. It is a pickup of 38 yards and a big first down there for Gehlen Catholic. That will also allow the clock to move once the chains are set. 4:30 to go in this ball game. Gehlen gets a fresh set of downs, and that means at least 3 or 4 more plays to run some clock, which is great news for the team that is up by 18 points. Gehlen up 27-9 with 4:15 left to go in regulation. Jack Roberts lines up under center. I formation, a receiver either side on 1st and 10. The snap bobbled. Pitch play right is fumbled, and a fight for the football down on the ground of the 43. It looked like Dane Lehman might have gotten on it. No, and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn recovered it. They're going to say the Hawks came up with a football. Jackson Vogt, I believe, dove on it, and a fumble for Gehlen Catholic. It is the second turnover of the night for Gehlen. They had a fumble in the first half and a fumble here now in the second half. And, well, again, Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn sticking around with 4:04 to play. Hawks down 27-9, and they have the football here at their own 43-yard line. So see if Gehlen's defense can hold them under 10. And, again, try and limit the chances for them to stay in this ball game. Alex Vogt, 5 receivers, 3 to his right, and a jump on the right side of the defensive line. Gehlen Catholic commits a neutral zone infraction. Once again, it's a 5-yard penalty to set up first down and 5 here for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn at their own 48-yard line. Again, down 18 points with 4 minutes to go. The comeback seems improbable, but if you're Gehlen Catholic, why even give them chances? 1st and 5, quick pass over the right seam. It's caught. Jackson Vogt breaks free. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. No penalty flags. It's a 52-yard touchdown pass from Alex Vogt to Jackson Vogt. And, well, it's plays like that that gives a team hope. And Gehlen Catholic is letting Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn hang around in this ball game. It is 27-15. And now this 2-point try turns incredibly crucial. Here with 3:55 to go, if the Hawks are successful, they need a touchdown and a field goal. It's Alex Billings, the Wildcat quarterback, driving up the middle. He did not get in there. The 2-point try is no good, and with 3:55 to go in the game, Gehlen's lead is 27-15. And the Jays have all 3 timeouts, HMS with 2. See what the Hawks do to try and capitalize on this. We'll be back with more after this. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Gehlen Football on KLEM.
Top-notch automotive owners Jerry and Jason Mura can help with all your auto repair needs, from AC repair to transmission rebuilds, engine replacement, steering, suspension diagnostics, and more. Call 712-546-7430 or stop by Top-Notch Automotive, 1600 18th Street Southwest, Lamars.
State Farm agent Michael Crank is a proud supporter of local athletics. Whether you are looking for auto, home, or health insurance, choose the agent that will be on your side. State Farm agent Michael Crank.
This is Drake Hodson, and you are listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to Peterson Field in Hartley. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM Lamar's online audio at KLEM1410.com. And this ball game is not over yet. 3:55 left to play in it. Gehlen Catholic leads it 27-15. The Jays have had chances to put this one away. They had that big conversion on third down that gave them a fresh set of downs, but the first play on that new set of downs turned into a fumble and gave Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn the ball. Now the first play after a penalty, 52-yard touchdown pass. Hawks, 2 timeouts left, under 4 to play, trailing by 12. And a delay of game is called against Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. The play clock's at 0. A delay of game is the call. And so Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn will have to kick this one now from their own 35-yard line. Well, that helps the Jays out just a little bit. And Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn will now have to kick this one away. It might be too early to do an onside kick, but we'll see if the Hawks pull it out here. Daniel Kellert is the kicker. He's a lefty, and he does try and squib it up the middle. Jays are going to have to pick it up. Oh, that bounced by a Gehlen defender. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn comes crashing into the pile. Who's got the football? At the 36. Oh, Gehlen just barely got on it. Wow. A big sigh of relief I can hear all the way on the other side of the field from the Gehlen faithful, as that ball bounced by at least 3 Jays before coming to the fourth, and then that fourth Jay couldn't make the play initially on it. And boy, everybody held their breath waiting to see who was going to have possession. But here we go, 3:51 to play. Gehlen leads HMS 27-15. Hawks still have 2 timeouts to use. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 36. Roberts is under center in the eye. He takes the snap, fakes the give to Spangler, gives to Coons off the left side. And Wyatt does not have much to go. Just a yard to the 37-yard line, and it's 2nd down and 9. Well, in talking to so many coaches like I do on a regular basis, a lot of them say the same thing. High school athletics, regardless of sport, is a total confidence thing. When you have confidence, you play well. When you don't, it's very apparent and shows up in stats, the scoreboard, everything like that. Right now, Gehlen has given HMS reason to be confident. Now, that's a scary thing in high school athletics. 2nd down and 9, 3:10 to go. Galen's taking the play clock all the way down to 10. Down to 9. Roberts is under center in the eye. He hands to Spangler, left side. He gets a crease. Left numbers to the 40. Drags defenders up the seam to the 45. And a nice run there by Easton Spangler. He gets 8 yards up to the 45-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down and 1 for Gehlen. And a 1st down here goes a long way toward potentially winning this ball game. Jeremiah Delzer has not gone into his bank of 2 timeouts yet. A stop here, and he certainly will call a timeout, I would have to imagine. He's standing right by the line judge in case they do get a stop. Gehlen again taking that play clock all the way down with 2:22 to go. And now Roberts lines up the troops with 10 seconds on the play clock. I formation, 2 receivers, 1 on either side. Roberts the snap, gives to the fullback left side. Spangler got hit initially, stopped at the line to gain, and a timeout is called by Jeremiah Delzer. With 2:08 to go, the timeout is called by HMS, and the Hawks found a way to stop Gehlen on 3rd and 1. Well, a big stop there. It'll be 4th and 1 for Gehlen. Oh, and boy, this is a spot in the field where you maybe think about going for it to put a nail in the coffin, but you don't want to give the Hawks good field position. See what the Jays decide when we come back. It's 4th and 1 coming up next on KLEM.
Smithco Manufacturing in Lamar's would like to wish our area athletes a safe, successful fall season. For 30 years, Smithco has used great teamwork to produce the #1 selling side dump trailers in the country. To learn how you can join our winning team, go online at sidedump.com.
Total Motors, where our people make the difference.
Total
Motors of Lamar's, your proud supporter of area athletics. Drive with confidence in a new Chevrolet or GMC. Visit them online at totalmotors.com or stop in today and experience hometown service with big league deals.
This is Quentin Johnson, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
Well, here we go. It's 4th down and 1. Gehlen is lining up to punt it at their own 45, coming out of HMS's second of 3 timeouts. Landon Knipe will line up to punt it away. The snap, helmet high. He steps into it, a right-footed spiraling punt. Jackson Vogt lets it bounce inside the 25. That rolls inside the 15, settles down at the 13-yard line. A beautiful punt by Landon Knipe. And Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, here we go with 1:58 left to play in regulation. Down 2 possessions. It's 27-15. And the Hawks have 1 timeout and 87 yards to go downfield. If they score quick enough, the onside kick is in play. And if the Hawks can do this right, get first downs, get out of bounds, do all those kind of things, they may be able to salvage that timeout. Big drive here, 1st and 10 for HMS. The ball's at their own 13-yard line. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Shoulder high snap, quick drop, rolling left. Alex Vogt chased by Mason Small. Up the sideline, lobs it up. The ball is intercepted by Grant Arns, but he was not in bounds. He made a leaping try up that far sideline, but he could not quite get the toe down in bounds. So it's an incomplete pass, and it's 2nd down and 10. The only thing lost for HMS there is the down. The clock stops after 7 seconds came off the clock on that play. And a lot of those seconds were spent with Alex Vogt trying to scramble to get free. Again, the Hawks have just 1 timeout remaining. Gehlen Catholic has all 3. And I guess that statistic is patently irrelevant at this point in the ballgame. 2nd and 10 from the 13. Snap back to Alex Vogt. Quick drop pressure from his blind side. Oh, he evades it nicely. Throws up the left sideline. Ball is caught, and Isaac Shearholtz gets out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Now they're going to give him the 30, up to the 31, I beg your pardon. That was the line I was looking at, to the 31-yard line. That's an 18-yard gain. And the Hawks aren't done yet. 1st down and 10 upcoming. 94 yards receiving for Isaac Shearholtz tonight. Clock is stopped with 1:43 to go. Jays up 27-15 here in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. HMS, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left, and the Jays jumped on the defensive line again. Oh no, a false start against HMS. They call the false start against the Hawks. Boy, I just kind of had the muscle memory from the last few times there was movement. It went against the Jays, but this time it's a false start against HMS. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Hawks from their own 26. Still with 1:43 to go. Jays on top, 27-15 here in the 4th quarter of play. It is 1st down and 15 for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn from their own 26-yard line. Spread formation once again. 5 receivers, 3 to the right of Alex Vogt. The freshman drops back to throw, dumps off a little jailbreak screen, and up across the left seam. Breaking a tackle is Jackson Vogt. He gets across the 40 to the 41-yard line, and the Hawks are going to have to hustle to the line. That is a gain of 14 yards. Not quite enough for the 1st down, so it'll be 2nd down and 1. And here's the snap to Alex Vogt. Quick drop, quick pass, right seam, caught. Jackson Vogt. He's at the 43. He's got a 1st down. The clock stops briefly to move the chains. So 2 completions there to Jackson Vogt. Gives Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn a 1st down. 1:12 to go in this game. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Clock rolls again. 5 receivers set, and Alex Vogt drops to throw. Steps up, throws up toward the left seam. It's caught by Shearholtz at midfield. He's running toward the sideline. He got out of bounds at the 48 of Gehlen Catholic. A gain of 9 yards for Shearholtz, who has now been responsible for 103 yards receiving here tonight. Oh, and that spot, boy, that should be a 1st down. Yeah, it is going to be a 1st down. That was a very favorable spot for Shearholtz. And it is a 1st down for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn of the Gehlen 47. So here we go, 1:01 seconds to go. The Hawks can hold it here since they got out of bounds too. So the clock doesn't resume when the chains get set. First down and 10 for the 47 of Gehlen. Empty backfield. Vogt drops back to pass. He lobs it up over the middle. It is caught. Kellert on the backside made the catch. He's across the 35 to the 31. There's a penalty flag behind the play. And it's a hold against Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. Just a back-breaking penalty for the Hawks. They're going to lose 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. It'll be first down and 20. That is a monster penalty. Back to the HMS 43. And when you factor in the gain on the play in which a penalty was committed, boy, that could be a 30-yard swing, and the clock also starts up again with 42 seconds left to go. So quickly they snap it to Alex Vogt. He throws over the right seam. Kellert, a leaping catch at the 40. Right seam 35 to the 30. Sheds out of a tackle. He's down inside the 30. Goes down to the 27-yard line. And that is going to be a pickup of 26 yards and a first down for HMS. 26 yards of the completed pass to Kellert. Snap back to Alex Vogt. Knee-high snap. Drops to throw. Airs it out left seam. Jump ball. That ball is juggled. And it falls incomplete. It is an incomplete pass toward the end zone. That ended up being a yard deep in the end zone and incomplete. Clock stops with 22 seconds left to play. And the Jays up 27-15. Well, HMS is running into the position now where they're going to have to score because they got to get the ball back too. So you don't really have the time to score with no time left on the clock because you got to get an onside kick, and you gotta run an offensive play that could score because you can't advance an onside kick. Second down and 10 from the 27. They run a reverse. It's a flea flicker. Shearholtz is looking to throw. He's all the way back at midfield. He gets away from that tackle, runs up the right sideline, just chucks it out of bounds up the right sideline, and it is an incomplete pass. Boy, Shearholtz just barely got that pass off in time. And now our officials might talk about it to see if that ball did get across the line of scrimmage, and it did. So it's an incomplete pass from Shearholtz. It's third down and 10, and now, not to be hyperbolic, but the Hawks have to score on this play. 12 seconds left with an onside kick. You're not going to have time to get the ball back. If the Hawks don't score here, this ball game's probably over. With 12 seconds left, Jays up 27-15. And here's Alex Vogt in the shotgun. 5 receivers, 3 to the right and 2 to the left. The Hawks have to find a way to score. They've got 1 timeout left. Here's the snap to Vogt. Drops back, 4-man rush, throws middle. That pass is underthrown, and it is incomplete. That only took 3 seconds off the clock. Pretty quick hitting pass play. Wanted to see if maybe they could give themselves a better shot to get it to the end zone. But the incompletion makes it third down and 10. Excuse me, fourth down and 10. Fourth down and 10 for HMS. So, yeah, now you really have to score on this play. 9 seconds to go because getting a first down does you nothing. In terms of winning the ball game, obviously you might get a chance to make it a 1-score game. But if you want to win the game, you got to score here. Fourth down and 10. Here's a snap back. And Vogt lobs it up over the middle. That ball is through the hands of Drake Knipe in the secondary. An incomplete pass. He wanted the interception, but it doesn't matter anyway. 5 seconds left to go. And the Jays will be victorious when all is said and done. Unfortunately, with 5 seconds to go, the Jays do have a player down, and it is Mason Small. Boy, an incredibly tough defensive lineman for Gehlen Catholic, and that is not a player that you want to see down on the field for any period of time. And Jeremy Schindler, the head coach of the Jays, is out to talk with him and see kind of what the situation is with his starting defensive end and starting offensive tackle. Small is picked up by Jeremy Schindler, and Small will limp off of the field under his own power, but certainly ginger as he makes his way toward the far sideline. So 5 seconds to go. Gehlen can knee it out, and this ball game will be over. And the Jays will improve to 2-1 in the district and get themselves firmly into the top 4, while Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn drops to 1-1. If the score between MMCRU and Sioux Central held up, then the Royals will be 2-0. So it'll be West Sioux, MMCRU, the only remaining unbeatens in the district. Gehlen will be 2-1 right behind them. And here we go. Jays line up in the best formation in football. The victory formation, Roberts under center, and he takes the knee. Gehlen Catholic, your winner here tonight in Hartley by a final score of 27-15. The Jays improved to 2-2 with back-to-back victories. They're 2-1 in district play, while Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn drops to 1-3 and 1-1 in the district. We'll take a break, come back. Post-game coverage is on the way with stats from the contest, scores around the area. Stay tuned. All that is coming your way in just a few minutes here on KLEM.
Sioux City Yamaha, Can-Am, and Kawasaki. Your ride starts here. From Yamaha to Can-Am and Kawasaki, they've got the power, performance, and adrenaline you crave. Visit them today on Highway 75 in Sioux City. Proud sponsor of local sports action.
Get the winning team on your side with experts at Exit Realty Midwest Lamars. Misty Zeck, Dave Close, Austin Sitzman, Abby Phillips, Jody Adler, Alec Ryken, and Clark Goodchild are ready to help you call the plays when it comes to buying or selling your home. Learn more at ExitRealtyMidwest.com.
Quality Lube of Lamar's is proud of all our Plymouth County athletes. At Quality Lube, they focus on you, the customer, to ensure that they can keep you on the road when you need to be. From diagnostic repair to routine oil changes, Quality Lube can do it all.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
When it comes to service, your Lamar's Hy-Vee is #1 for shopping both in-store and online. Save with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks Rewards program at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Game on, Lamars. Looking for a winning team for your finances? Join Cent Credit Union. As a member-owned cooperative, Cent is all about you, your goals, your community. Let's score big together. Visit centcu.org today, where your success is our play.
Hi, Jessica G. Well, hello, Libby Lexus. I'm so excited to get the spa treatment at Easy Clean Car Wash. My owner knows how much I love the soft water. Oh, and the quick massage just makes my bumpers tingle.
And the blow dry is to die for. It always leaves my exterior sleek and shiny.
My owner bought me a year pass so I can have the spa treatment anytime I want.
Hey, ladies. Ooh, nice tires.
Oh, Mickey Mustang, you're such a player.
Easy Clean Car Wash. Give your car the spa treatment today. 12th Street east of Hy-Vee, Lamar's.
Williams & Company, certified public accountants, congratulates all area athletes in support of excellence, good sportsmanship, and the spirit of teamwork. A proud sports sponsor. Williams & Company, CPAs, your full-service business advisor with a local office in Lamar's. Colbeck Incorporated is proud to support local high school athletics. They encourage you to play hard and play smart and always show good sportsmanship. Best of luck from your friends, Brian, Kevin, and Wayne Colbeck.
Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud supporters of this broadcast. Hard work and determination are vital to the success of our area athletics. The Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud to stand behind our athletes and coaches as they work towards success on the field and in the classroom.
This is Mason Small, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back one final time to Peterson Field in Hartley and to our post-game coverage tonight as Gehlen Catholic is a winner in district play by the final score of 27-15. Gehlen Catholic improves to 2-2 overall, 2-1 in district play. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn dropping to 1-3 and 1-1 in the district. The Jays did so with a very steady rushing attack. Outside of the bad snap to Landon Knipe, that technically goes against the rushing total. Outside of that, the Jays ran the ball for almost 190 yards, nearly 200. Large margin there for Wyatt Coons. He had 102 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown. Easton Spangler, 13 carries, 81 yards and a score. Jack Roberts, he ended up completing 5 passes tonight for a total of 75 yards and a passing touchdown. And Wyatt Coons' second touchdown came on a missed field goal that he ran 98 yards back for a touchdown. But Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn was not willing to go away easily. The Hawks scored a touchdown, 2 touchdowns, and a field goal in that fourth quarter. When the Jays just kind of giving themselves some opportunities to lose the ball game. Thankfully, they did not. But Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn sure made it a lot more interesting than it needed to be. And but the Jays still come away a 27-15 victor. The tough part about it, if you really want to get into the weeds of how qualifiers are decided and on all that kind of good stuff, actually Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn getting it within 17 points was significant because that is the upper end of the 17-point tiebreaker. So Gehlen Catholic still is on the positive side of that tiebreaker, but not by as much as they could have been had they finished the game up. Even 27-9, that last touchdown would have, or not allowing that last touchdown, would have still kept them up by more than 17 points and given the maximum to that tiebreaker. But that's getting into the weeds of it. Gehlen Catholic, when it comes down to it, still comes away a winner. 27-15 over Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, improving to 2-2 overall. And 2-1 in district play. Again, a great night for Wyatt Coons, 102 rushing yards. It was, by the way, that passing touchdown, it ended up going to Marshall Sievers. He was the leading receiver for Gehlen Catholic. 24 yards receiving and a touchdown. Lyman Knipe had 38 yards receiving, but did not score on that completed pass. For Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, man, running the football was a chore tonight. The unofficial numbers that I have say that the Hawks lost a total of 35 yards rushing tonight and did not get that. That is their entire accumulative rushing total here tonight. But meanwhile, passing the football, man, they were much better. 196 plus 40, that is 241 yards passing the football. So they finished tonight with 206 yards of total offense. That passing attack got going late. They were able to make some big plays. I think we might see Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn start turning into more of a spread kind of team because that was working really well. And we'll see how the Hawks ended up, or how the Hawks end up doing the rest of the season when it comes to their matchup the rest of the season. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn will be at West Sioux and at Sioux Central the next couple of weeks. Still got to play Sibley Ocheyedan and MMCRU. Gehlen Catholic continues their season. Tough non-district matchup on tap again in Moville when they take on number 6 ranked Woodbury Central. We'll have the call for you right here on KLEM Radio. Coach's Corner coming up tomorrow morning. We'll chat with Ken Vigdahl, Jeremy Schindler, as well as Hinton head coach Kadrian Harderson. So stay tuned for that on the KLEM Coach's Corner starting at 8:05. That'll do it for our broadcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. For Taylor Lindner, who is running our video stream tonight on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel, I'm Daniel Versteg. You've been listening to Gehlen Catholic Football right here on KLEM Lamar's. Good evening, everyone.
This is 1410 KLEM Lamar's and on 96.9 FM.